Ooh.
Wow.
Okay, let me quickly announce the stream. Yeah, I want to add 30 plus people, thank you. I know who I'm adding. They can be angry if they want to be.
Don't forget to at the tyrant. No.
Thank you.
at tyrant. At tyrant.
Okay, so yeah, I think we'll just get this thing. Like, we'll wait like a few seconds to see if people are actually gonna roll in.
Okay.
Because we currently currently don't see anyone in chat. Yep,
Well,
there's people.
Let's just break up the emptiness in the chat by doing this.
Lots of 8 bombs. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna be raiding these teams with the 4 of us. Myself, Eon, Hydra,
Yo.
Charlie,
Hello.
and Andrew or Azure Haven.
Also known as the guy with the actual Twitch channel. No, I'm kidding.
Anyway, we're gonna be doing the power ranks post of the grace period after the draft for the teams of both Nidoqueen Division and the Nidoking Division. Starting off with the Nidoqueen Division, which has the following teams as you see, the following beautiful, beautiful coaches. And for some reason all the Brits are gathered here. There's Hydra and are the only Europeans in Nidoking.
That annoys aggro so much, but still.
Anyway, so let's get this just started. And last, I think to nobody's freaking surprise, is Charlie's team, the Mono Water team. I
Yep.
universally called 12th because we're not un.
But at least he's having fun, you know.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, he is. Are you having fun, Charlie?
I am, and I get to use Lapras, and I get to use Onstar again.
And you have
everything.
your boy Seeking.
Exactly. All the good stuff.
Yeah, oh,
I'm gonna do bad, but it's still gonna be fun.
Yeah, I mean, jokes aside, this team isn't even that bad for Mono Water team.
Although we are
Yeah.
disappointed that you didn't take every mon that can learn Shell Smash.
Yeah, only
Look,
only 2
I
shells.
would if I had the points. I would if I had the points.
I mean,
Oh yeah, you need to
Then
pop
why-
one.
No, the thing is, I would have needed Cloyster, but I have to get Lapras, so I can't get Cloyster. Can I?
just get both. Just get both.
Yes,
Yeah,
I will
but
not
points-
down up on no ice.
Look, if you could just give me more points to get Cloyster.
And why didn't you take the Caracosta before Incog got to it?
Because I have Onstar.
Yeah,
but
you
have
more
one
multiple shell smashers.
too. Yeah, you need to have variety.
Look, Clamtail just does it for everything.
Mhm.
But
Fine.
at the same time, Caracosta's also chunky boy.
Yes.
Why is there heat on this? It's fucking Mono Water.
Yeah. Hey, at least you got Glyzapod. I felt that was a must for the team, because otherwise you're just gonna drop to any bulky grass was just gonna fuck you over.
Now,
Yeah,
I can't really do anything about that.
May I?
I'm facing a Rotomo week 1. I'm just gonna lose.
What? You have Glyzapod?
I think you're gonna lose every week, to be honest.
It's Glyzapod. It's gonna win.
Alright, shall we just move on to the next team, or?
May I ask something real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
What is Sarah's player ranking?
Yeah, so Sarah's player ranking is what she did, literally how much she likes everyone. It has 0 value to the placing of the coaches, but it's there.
Mhm.
And the
She
reason
only
will be
likes
posted
you
after
10.
the stream.
Wow.
Yeah, she
Wow.
put you in 10th. I think the biggest
Wow.
reason was because you're British. I'm sorry.
I
There's
don't know what he has. I'm 9th, so you know it's not exactly much
Whoa,
better.
Spoilers! Spoilers!
spoilers,
Spoilers!
SMH.
Wow!
Wow,
How dare you.
Sorry.
But yeah,
Wow.
so that's just
move
how
on.
it's just a joke with how much Sarah likes people. Anyway,
Insane.
I
So-
wonder who's gonna be first.
up so up in 11th we have Incog with the Boston Cyndaquils, the first actual team of the stream.
Yes.
We pretty much more or less
It's
agreed
something.
on this. Like,
Yeah, unfortunately, there's that
Yeah.
huge gap in speed tiers and a lack of anything around 100. like,
Mm.
let's not lie to ourselves. Raboot doesn't really count for much.
I mean, it's a solid mon. Like,
I mean, it's a good mon for
it's
lower
a
tiers.
solid mon for definitely for lower tier, but that gap between a Sceptile and a Raboot, and then the only other speed you have is your Arctozolt in Hail, which, to be fair, is insanely strong. But even then, like the one real good thing about this team that I feel is that its pressure steals amazingly between Metagross, Regidrago, and Arctozolt. Like all three of those like that a lot, that they're getting pressured. The only thing is
it has a few good scarfers. Like Regidrago is a scarf option. Metagross is obviously a scarf option.
Reboot. It's a really good scarf option.
Regidrago.
Yeah.
Regidrago.
Also big
Regidrago.
question.
Yeah. I already said Regidrago.
Yeah.
That's the first one I said.
Oh,
Yeah. The
I
big
mean, sorry. I got a shiny Charmeleon.
Hydra, stop raiding for a second. SMH.
I'm done. Don't worry.
SMH my head.
Yeah,
Also,
at least if you're gonna raid with me, you know.
Yo,
No.
alright, can we focus up?
Okay.
Alright.
Or are you two gonna just play?
It's on topic. It's on topic. It's Pokemon.
True.
When I look
yeah.
at this team,
Like,
I see a weakness to fire, a weakness to flying, a weakness to ground, a weakness to rock, and a weakness to ice.
Yeah, this team.
How do we make
Yeah.
it function?
Yeah. Also, why the hell Sceptile plus Abomasnow? If you take
Oh,
Sceptile, why did you not just take Auroras, which is just still chilling there, for
Where-
example?
The terrain setup. Anything else, guys?
Yeah,
Other than
I mean,
lack
the
of
team
removal?
also has really strong priority. That's another really strong point of
Obviously,
it.
Abomasnow is just there to set up the lovely grassy terrain for Sceptile to grassy glide.
Mhm.
You know?
Also,
Yes.
one thing I still want to mention: the fact that this is a hail team, but your only removal is a single rapid spinning Gladle. You're really just asking for just ghost types to just sit on you, like just be a bane of your existence
It has no spin blocker.
itself. That's not the biggest deal,
There's no will spin here.
but yeah. Anyway,
I mean, those sticky webs are quite valuable, so not.
I mean,
not having
yeah,
spin
the sticker
blocker
webs are pretty valuable
yeah.
since this team's so slow.
Not having a spin blocker is kind of a problem in that regard.
Also, the fact triple grass with the
There's also one
Fungus,
thing.
but he had to
There's
take the
one
Fungus.
thing that really annoys me.
Yes.
Is that there's no spikes or T spikes, which I think should be important when you've got Regidrago, because it just invites in fairies, and if
I
you
think
invite
the
in
bigger-
fairies and you've got T spikes
Yeah, I
up,
agree.
then it just wears it down for Regidrago in the late
Doesn't
game.
because Regidrago at least gets coverage moves, unlike Regieleki did.
It gets
you know.
some.
You know,
It gets five
has,
Fang.
it has Fang moves.
Yeah, only five and
something.
a fun effect.
It has
But
Crunch as well, doesn't it?
no.
No,
No,
No.
no,
No.
it is literally a giant mouth. You'd think
Yes.
it would have gotten Crunch.
no. Sadly
No.
not.
I wish this
It
team
just
had a
adds
better
to it.
poison type. I wish
Oh,
this
yeah,
team
like-
had a better poison type.
Yeah, it's really
If
just
you-
Metagross against the world for fairies.
If you like remove Sceptile and remove the whole Hail team as a whole, then Fungus, I'll probably just throw a Rose Raid on this team and probably be much better.
I feel like the focus could have been around Regidrago and Moltres. And
Yeah.
around that.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyone have some
Thing-
other opinions? Oh,
I
sorry.
think the
Mhm.
one thing I like about this team is the combination of Regidrago and Phalanx, because Phalanx invites in the fairy types for Regidrago to help sweep, and Phalanx gets coverage for those fairy type.
Mhm.
It's
It
pretty
gets
nice.
poison jab, doesn't it? So
Poison
Yeah.
Jab and Iron Hit, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it gets
So
both of them.
that is pretty decent.
That's pretty nice, yeah. But yeah, just this type of team, it has a lot of weakness that could have made this team better, pretty much. I think that's about all we could say about this. Yeah. Alright.
And Incog is 8th.
Alright. So up next we have Andrew himself,
Yo.
all the
Ten.
way in 10th.
Even though none of us put him at 10th.
Hmm?
Even though none of us.
Yeah, none of us put him
at
10th, but he ended up 10th anyway, because that's how it averages out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and be prepared for some whack differences of opinion later on because of that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's not just you. Don't worry.
Apologies.
I've got a couple of weird ones, but you know.
Anyway,
I mean, this is the weirdest one I've done so far. I put you too high.
yeah,
I didn't expect anything higher than 7th. I
yeah,
honestly didn't. Like
I
I know there are flaws in my team. The biggest flaw being that Marowak's there.
Marowak
it's
does not fit this.
It just has no Wisp Passer.
Also,
Yeah,
just notice that the Hazard Stab does not have Marowak listed. Oops. Y'all can blame me for that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not exactly lacking
No.
in the rocks department.
No, but your removal is a Ribombee, a Morpeko, and a Mr. Rhyme. Not saying those are not good mons, but they're not.
That's relying on spins.
You basically rely on heavy duty boots.
Yeah, your team relies heavily on heavy duty boots.
You rely on spin, and
Dude,
most time spin blocked you.
I had Moltres last season. I'm used to relying on heavy duty boots. Moltres kind of exclusively has to have that item.
I mean, the difference here is that you had a Taurus. That's much different. You had a Taurus. That thing is broken.
I mean, I wanted to play with some new toys this season. The main thing stream bug.
Stream bug?
For me, anyway. It's just a bug for me. Don't worry. So, I wasn't really sure what I was going to do. Funny enough, I actually wanted to take Nidoking this season, and it was the only thing picked before I picked.
Yeah.
And why didn't you take Nidoqueen?
Because I had Nidoqueen before, and
I think you used Nidoqueen twice, right? Already?
No, I've only had Nidoqueen once, but I just kind of didn't. I didn't use it to full potential. I didn't really get on as well with Nidoqueen as I do with King in team building in general.
Boys before hoes, my boy.
Pretty much.
I know,
sorry,
right?
sorry,
not getting Nidoking, right?
I think another massive issue with this team is the fact that it has Registeel and Sizebetot for its main bulk, but no Wish Passer at all to keep them alive. Like, this team, on theory, it can stay around for a bit, but the second, like, it loses out in the long game. Like,
I mean, I've never, like, Wish Passing, I've never really gotten a good Wish Pass.
You're going to die to ground size, my guy.
Oh yeah, I mean, Virizion there.
Excuse me, I'm going to die to ground size. I have Virizion, Haunter, and Articuno.
Yes.
I don't think it actually counts Haunter.
Look,
yes.
Haunter dies to everything else instead of ground.
I know that, but I have Haunter.
I mean, this team loses to Golurk.
Oh, hard. Golurk just says
so hard.
Oh, I mean, Golurk's gonna die to Mr. Rhyme. Mr. Rhyme's gonna carry.
You have 0 Ghost Resist beside a fucking Morpeko. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Mr. Rhyme's just gonna blow it up before it gets to attack.
You literally rely on your physically defensive Sizebetot to keep you alive against the Golurk.
And probably gets killed.
Your best actual Ghost Resist is Registeel. Because that's the only thing that can take it.
And the problem is, Registeel cannot do too much back to ghost types, really.
Yeah,
unless you have a secondary typing.
Sets up a start.
Unless you have a secondary typing.
Can we just say that I have 3 Sucker Punches, okay?
Yes.
Yeah,
once again,
a
Sucker Punch Haunter and Sucker Punch Mr. Rhyme.
I know, only one of the Sucker Punches is actually going to get any good use out.
No, what do you... Hey, hold on. Have you seen Mr. Rhyme's attack stat?
No, I have not.
Neither have I.
I think Mr. Rhyme's attack stat is like 80, isn't it?
Probably like 75 or something.
It's pretty high.
I mean, I guess it could use it, but like...
It's 85.
You're not going to want to.
85?
But if you actually want to put Sucker Punch on it, you're going to have more Spot Syndrome.
Respectable, but I mean, it's 110 special attack stat is much more inviting. That's not...
Yeah.
Fuck that. You say the same with Nidoking's attack stat, you still want special.
Yeah.
Anyway, anything else?
One thing is that there's no grounded poison, so Seismitoad's just going to get worn down.
Oh yeah.
With
There's a Haunter.
No, it's not
yeah,
grounded.
No,
it has
grounded
levitate.
poison. That's
true.
not grounded.
It still has levitate.
True.
No, just set up gravity with something else, just so Haunter is grounded. Easy.
Nice, big brain play.
Yes, Mr. Rhyme.
I mean, I have Registeel. What's to stop Registeel from just going in?
Yeah, what's stopping Registeel from me setting up a T-Spike?
Yeah, T-Spike is the issue.
That rapid spin Registeel.
I mean, at least most T-Spikers don't like Mr. Rhyme, I guess, because Mr. Rhyme has good spin F too.
Yeah.
Mr. Rhyme can come in on most T-Spikers at least and spin them away right away.
Yeah, it's decent bulk.
But I don't know, it's definitely not ideal.
It's fine.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that's about it for Andrew's team. So
yeah, because my speed pierce are nothing to frown at. So just
they're okay.
This is
Just
fine.
It'll work.
yeah,
It'll work out.
you'll manage. Right. So
Next one.
yeah, Savage's team is
this
up next.
this is a separate thing that Ben sorted out, Exo.
Yeah, I made them.
Then why they're individual pages?
I'll ask if people want to make them be like made public afterwards, and
Yeah,
I'll probably like make them public after the stream. Exo, don't worry about it.
Yeah, we probably will.
And I'll make it so like it keeps up. Like I'll just have it set up so like you can access that throughout the season if you like to use this for prepping. Anyway, so this team, very different opinions. Clearly, I'm the big outlier.
You are the big outlier. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this team.
So the obvious like issue is, first of all, this team has like no hazards or staying power. Like this team is insanely hyper offensive, but without the tools to like really get up screens or veil or anything like that to like stay around.
Yeah, it's only ice resist is Hariyama
and Gator
and Paralysis.
and Duran, but Duran.
I mean, but
And
it's
Munchlax.
at the same time, its ice weakness is, you know,
It has Noivern.
freeze dry
Mainly,
will
and-
tear this team up
I mean,
because it's
he has a
its-
Hayama.
all of its offensive threats get destroyed by a freeze
It's very
dry.
reliant on thick fat Hariyama to deal with ice types, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, big fat Munchlax as well.
Okay,
How's
that's
that
true.
A
The little
fire
axe.
punch is not going to do that much from Munchlax. It's got a good attack stat, but it's
I mean,
just
yeah, I don't think you ever run.
Yeah,
weapons
it's
from
basically
Munchlax.
it's gonna be a rest talking everything.
Yeah, it's just gonna
pretty
body slam, rest stalk,
yeah.
Yeah.
toxic or whirlwind or something like that.
Yeah, I mean the only hyper offense like support it has is the dual spikes.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else.
I like
Really.
the first 4 pages
It
of
only
this
has
team, and then
one
it just kind
stealth
of
rock.
fell.
The first 4 are
Right.
amazing, and then it went
Yeah.
downhill.
And then went down.
Yeah.
I think he got sniped on Steelix. Is that right?
I feel
think
like I
he
vaguely
won
remember
Steel.
that. Yeah.
And
think
for
it won
such a
it, though.
hyper offensive
Oh yeah.
team,
Yeah.
its momentum isn't as
Like,
prevalent as it should be.
Momentum
for
can
HP.
function. The momentum can function. Oh yeah, another.
It
I mean-
could be better.
Yeah, it could be
but
better.
It's passive.
The best
it's passable,
momentum that it
passable.
has is the parting shot, which helps with the
Yeah.
setup.
Mm-hmm.
But there's not really much else. There's
Oh.
Rotom, Noivern, the Tompass on God. What? I think.
Tom- Tompass to Ran.
You can watch the stream with you in Discord, Charlie. You can see the momentum on screen then, if that helps.
Oh yeah, that is a good point. Okay, yeah.
Anyway, like another issue with this team is its removal is Noivern and Rotom, and while they're both solid removers, both of them really have like 4 moves they have one to like. It's really tough to fit all 4 moves you want on these monsters.
Yeah, they've got
Yeah.
4 moves.
I'll say you don't really like to run default on Noivern.
Too much. Like it's fine as an option, but you want to have other options. You want to make sure you have plenty of other
They
options.
both have move slot syndrome, and
Yeah.
it's going to be hard to fit the defog on.
Mm-hmm. So
Especially with spikes, you want the rapid spinner as well with it
for sure.
Yeah,
because it just defeats the point of having
especially
it.
when you lack other, like, you lack having multiple stealth rocks, so you tend to want to have those spikes available. And
Exactly.
Yeah,
then you wanna want-
Exo,
You
that's Exo, that's true. Defensive Noivern is pretty good with defog, but the issue is that this team would rely on that set. You want to make sure that Noivern is free to go whatever set you need that week the most. And if it's defensive,
Noivern's
it's defensive.
a really great mon, and
Yeah.
it's just holding it back.
Yeah, you're now limiting Noivern into a
Yeah.
defogging role when you really want to open up its options because it's a very flexible mon,
But
especially in low tier.
Let's also mention that Queens was really hard to tier.
Oh yeah.
In the PRs. So it's even though these teams say they're like low down, it's actually not a lot between a lot of them.
Yeah, a lot of teams are pretty close together because, like, I'm just gonna say it, a lot of Queen teams were really whack. Like, a lot of them had very exploitable weaknesses.
I mean, they all just sucks. They all just suck.
Damn,
So-
Hyder
You
just,
heard it here, folks.
Hyder not holding back any punches.
A lot of people kind of just were AFK leaving loads of picks, me included.
Like, they may have finished fast, but their teams.
And we
You
didn't,
can't blame me on that.
we
You
didn't
can't blame me.
adapt. We didn't really adapt based on what other people had picked, and you know.
Mm.
Mhm.
And I feel like there were quite a few snipes that didn't get mentioned within this.
Probably,
tier.
yeah.
It feels like it because there's a lot of teams that feel like 1-1 would be much better for them than.
For sure. Though
And
we
if-
cannot ignore the fact that Sarah placed this man at third. Can't ignore that.
That just ups it a lot.
Well, boys, do you have anything else to say?
No.
Don't
No, I
say
think
no.
we've pretty much covered why
Well,
this is. It's
So Gator isn't getting banned because this team sucks. Next.
That's the issue, dude. The two Gator teams in the league.
no spoilers.
No spoilers, no.
I already made that mistake.
No.
Only in the.
I was not gonna say more than that.
Alright,
Anyway,
So the big.
next up, Blaze's team.
So look at the outlier here. I don't know. I don't know what this guy was thinking. You know.
So I thought this team was amazing at first, because just look at this. How the hell are you breaking this? But then I realized because Hyder pointed it out to me.
Other teams.
Yeah.
How are you bringing other teams?
It literally relies
Yeah,
on Shaman's
definitely
dev drops and
I
Salazzle.
up my tiering
So-
because of Salazzle. I love Salazzle so much.
As I was saying, a lot of the teams were really hard to rank in this, and I did Queen second, because of that. And I was kind of busy this week, so there are some teams that are questionably placed.
Excuses.
This-
Well,
excuses.
whatever. Explain.
This team probably could have been like, I probably still would have put it moderately higher than you guys, but not say third. I probably would have put it around fifth or something.
Mm.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, because this team is very hard to break, but like it just you rely on Shaman getting Spadev drops and your Salazzle to break, and that's it. Because
And the
otherwise the
next
team is
best
just
thing you
sitting
have,
there.
the next thing you have is Nasty Plot Raichu, Nasty Plot Lipard,
Or
and
bulk up figure off.
Bigger up,
Calm Mind
Power
Diancie, I
Punch,
guess.
Hyperchain, Sword Dance, Gligar, and CM Diancie. There's something really wrong with that.
Yeah, but Blaze did get first in Sarah's ranking. Sarah likes Blaze the most from Nidoqueen,
That's big.
you know.
This
yeah,
team
just
is annoying
this team
to
is really
break.
it's really
think there's
annoying
one-
to fight. It just annoys your
It's really
opponent.
annoying to fight, but looking at it, there is a Doge in this league that is going to tear this team apart.
What do you mean? There's a whole ass Alamomola and Shaman sitting right there. How the hell is Zydog breaking through Alamomola plus
He's
Shaman?
gonna-
One Dragon Dance they can probably just kill without rage, and unless it
No.
has to go really bulky.
I mean, yeah, I'm talking about
Shaman's
bulky
has to be
Shaman.
really
I'm
bulky.
talking about bulky Shaman. It still has 100 above
Then it
It's
can't
only
work.
100,
I don't even know if it can kill back.
Alomomola is obviously Alomomola, but
Yeah.
Shaman, but
I mean, alone Mola can Ice Beam.
yeah,
kind of,
and
or-
Shaman can
like
also
to
just
win.
easily hit it. Like Zydog is not that bulky. Like it's not frail, but it's
I mean-
not bulky by any means.
I'm not sure why guys are talking about Momo sharing with Gligar. It's just like eating everything in
Yeah,
dust.
there's also Gligar. Like I'm not sure what you're thinking with Zydog breaking this team.
Yeah, and Gligar even immune to Toxic, so I don't know how Silent is gonna break this team.
At all.
No. What can break this team though is any fighting type with any ice coverage.
Also, look at Chandelure and look at this team. Hi.
Oh
Yeah.
dear God.
Diancie walls this team. What do you mean?
AV Diancie.
It's broken.
Like, yeah, it's literally gonna be like try and make your opponent forfeit in frustration before they beat you, because you have no.
This is Sandy's original team, Ben. You remember when he just built all bulk? His entire draft was bulky Mons.
Okay. Yeah, it's
I won't lie, I do like this team, just in general, but
it's
not that good.
it could have been like if it had like one or two good breakers, like if it even had just one really good breaker on top of Salazzle, it would have been
Swap that Raichu for a
Fantastic.
Boltund.
Bolton's not a
Oh,
great
Bolton.
breaker.
No,
I
but
think
it's
why
got
you
better.
I
mix
love
this-
it so much.
But
It's
Boltund's
really
got
good.
more for it, going for it than Raichu, in my opinion, in terms of having some offensive pressure.
I mean, so does Raichu.
It's a lot stronger than it looks.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, Bolton has more immediate power than Raichu, that's true. But like, I don't think that would have solved the issue of this team at all.
No, it would have
I think-
helped out a bit, in my opinion, though.
I think it
mean,
would make it.
it also would have been another speed demon above Salazzle, you know.
I mean, I definitely up this team just because of the Salazzle, because it just makes every team better.
The Salazzle
Salazzle's
and I like the Shaman and Bronzong as well.
Yeah,
I think
Salazzle,
Yeah.
Aloe, Bronzong, Shaman, Gligar is just gonna be such a pain in the ass to break.
Yeah.
That's such a nice semi-stall team.
Not even semi-stall, that's hard stall. Let's not even pretend that's hard stall.
That's
No,
Salazzle.
and
That's
if you take-
Salazzle's
It's more balanced than anything.
If you take the Salazzle out of the equation and go Alomomola, Bronzong, Shaman, Gligar, Diancie, Raichu, that's a rain team.
Huh?
What?
Like,
In what universe is that a rain team?
Okay.
Manual rain if you really want.
Get this man out of here.
No, think about it.
No.
Bronzong,
No, I will not think
Shaman.
about it.
Bronzong, Shaman, they like the rain being up. So does
Okay, yes, I love my Shaman getting hit by all 100% accurate hurricanes.
like the rain being up, that doesn't make it a rain team. There's a lot of rain stuff.
like okay, you can bring it against a rain team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is no rain team because we
It's not
broke
my team
rain.
against a rain team.
If you're against
If there
a rain
was, yeah, rain's not allowed.
Yeah, and Politoad and Pelipper are not allowed to run Drizzle. So like,
no, you can
rain's
still
not.
bring manual rain.
Yeah, that's basically my team.
Nobody runs. Like, yes, if you run against a Kingdra team, I guess, because they would set up their own rain. But that doesn't really last long. I
Get this
no,
man out of
no.
here.
Yeah, we're just moving
Alright,
on. We're just moving on.
Can we move
Yeah.
on?
So yeah, next up we have a really weird team with Jake's team. I feel
Jake.
like this team has so many
I
good
really like this one.
breakers and a lot of good bulk. But then you just look at its speed, where it just goes Cinccino, and then freaking Mr. Mime, and then Drapion.
I'd just like to say he took
what-
a round 4 Gallon Miss Mine.
Also,
Yeah.
Why?
That nice fairy resist in Berserker and nothing else.
Mhm.
Because that nice Blaziken plus Drapion. Like, I really don't like Drapion on this team. Like, I really would have I
Yeah.
preferred he went for a poison that resists fairy.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that fairy weakness. I was going to say there's a massive flying weakness as well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like, for flying,
This team's flying with this
Unless
team's flying resistance is also Berserker and Rampardos.
Mhm.
Because your electric type is Rotom Mow.
let's mention that there are not many cases where you're bringing an offensive Mr. Mime. So
I mean, you want a
disagree.
speedy. You want a speedy.
It's
Yeah,
quite.
You
It's,
definitely
it
want
has
to
this-
speedy.
yeah, but well, it's
And it
bad
can run.
if you're not bringing up.
It can run offensive very easily with nasty plot.
Yeah, yeah.
You can.
Yeah.
Run, I'm not saying you can't run it offensive. I'm just saying most of the time it's going to be there as a support mon, sure fast, because you've got plenty of offensive monsters on this team. You got Blaziken, Araquanid, friggin'
it's-
I guess Rotom-Mow.
You can run it as support, but it can also be run as offensive.
Yeah,
Because it doesn't.
it can be.
Eviolite doesn't even make it that bulky.
No,
Honestly.
not really. Like,
No. It's fine without. Like its stats aren't exactly terrible. Obviously, it's based on Mr. Mime, which was a standalone mon for so long.
that doesn't mean
I-
shit
I
for
pre-
good stats.
I prefer it to Mr. Rhyme, to be honest.
I
It's a-
personally
I mean,
prefer
it's
to
a
Mr.
better
Mime
one.
too.
I mean, I like that he spins. Mr.
I,
Mime doesn't do that.
Yeah.
It just helps it's got a better design than the original.
oh yeah,
Much better design.
much better. This one's not that fucking creepy.
It's actually, it's happy but not creepy.
It's this one's just jolly. Like,
Exactly.
They fixed that. That was the
Little
thing.
tippity tap. Little tippity tap.
Ice tap.
Yeah, also, like, its hazards are, like, Rampardos and Rune Regus, and then Drapion, really. Like, I mean, like, for offensive hazards, of course, you also have webs from Araquanid,
And
but...
I've used Rune before. It's not got that many tricks up its sleeve.
No,
you
it's,
know,
it's a
it's-
one-dimensional one.
I mean,
No,
I'll
you can
just
bring
like
it. I did bring that offensive set that 1 week and it worked out. All right,
I would just like I do want to say that Rune Regus is a good setup.
Oh,
Just in
yeah, it
general.
is. It's an
I
very
like
amazing
it for this
reliable
team at
setup.
least. I really like it for this team at least.
Yeah, Rune Regus is
How
amazing for this
offensive it
team,
is.
because it's...
but I think that even having the Drapion be freaking Seviper would have been better. Like,
What?
Well, no.
Whoa,
Drapion.
whoa.
I don't think you can't be mean to Drapion in front of Hydra. He loves it too much.
I like no,
Yeah,
I
I
like
do.
Drapion too. I like Drapion, but for this
Do
team,
I have to?
Drapion's
Do I
not
have to
good on
pull up the
this team.
stats? Do I have to pull up the stats?
Drapion's not good on this team,
No.
that's all.
yeah, exactly. Like Ben
Yeah,
said,
I
it would
know,
have been
I
better
know,
with
I
it.
know.
Any poison type that is not part dark,
Just put it up in this team, then it'll be better.
legitimately, or a muck, or something.
Or swallow.
Because you didn't need the T-Spikes, you already had T-Spikes on Rune.
Yeah.
Like, if you needed to run T-Spikes a week, like, I don't know. I don't know.
And then maybe Golbat actually on this team would be
Yeah,
pretty good.
I mean,
Honestly,
I
yeah,
think he
because your
considered
boys look quite
Golbat. I
nice.
think he did consider Golbat at some point,
I
but I
think so
don't
too.
remember.
It would have probably.
But he
Golbat
went
would've
with
been
Drapion that
like,
time.
Yeah, he eventually went with like I saw him talk about Drapion, and then I was like, wait, hold the fuck, like hold up, Jake, don't do this. Your
Yeah,
team is gonna be
don't do
so
it.
weak to Fairy.
because
Don't do-
Because he
Golbat
also,
would have also
because
been a ground
remember,
immunity that
he
would have
also
been nice.
used to have Duraludon, but he got rid of that for Berserker. So like his
Yeah.
team literally had a fire, a steel, and a poison that don't resist Fairy.
I think if I was Jake, I'll take the first 7, even though there's a get 4 pick Mr. Mime, and change Drapion into what's it called, Golbat and Altaria into Gosnot. I think it'll make it a little better. And
Yeah,
then probably
that would be
change
better.
something
That would
else
be
with
far
Ramparo.
better.
Yeah, I think Golbat would have been much better because the ground immunity would have really helped as well. Because
Mhm.
look at the, you know, as it is, Rampardos, Drapion, Berserker, Blaziken, none of them are gonna really like an Earthquake.
Yeah.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
even-
Renoregus is really the best thing to
Even
take
Mr.
it.
Mime isn't really gonna take much. It is probably gonna be 2 hit KO'd by an Earthquake, so that's not an option.
Yeah, it depends on the mon, but yeah.
True.
Well, yeah, I mean, if it's an Earthquake
Yeah.
from, you know,
Yeah.
something tiny, it's not.
Yeah, I mean, basically, it's a very Edgequake weak team.
Yeah, it is. It's
For
very,
sure.
very Edgequake weak.
Yeah, I think that's about it for this team.
Then you have Defog.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
his removal
That's
is not
good.
an issue at all.
That's
And
nice.
no rapid spinner with webs is the only other thing.
He
Yeah,
has
Mr.
Mr.
Mime.
Mime.
Mr. Mime.
There's a whole Mr. Mime.
Okay,
in
never
there.
mind. I just forgot that it exists. Okay, just
Yeah,
move on.
yeah.
You are the buffoon,
Yeah,
go eat your pasta.
we'll move on to next team. That's a very weird team, and it's
move
way
on.
higher than it should be because a certain person put it 11th. Um,
Go back to your pasta.
Okay, I liked it on first, and just as soon as I started
Look at
going
those
more
speed
in depth
tiers,
with
dude.
it, as soon as I started going more in depth with it, it just annoyed me.
like,
There were just some things that
This has a lot of mons I really like. It has Gastrodon, which I'm a huge fan of. If anybody knows me well enough.
yes, we knew that.
The Tauros we saw from last season.
Tauros from last season, yeah. I actually probably should have taken Chandelure myself over Marowak, but let's not.
Yeah, like this team is just really, it's just a really good team. Like in first class, it looks really offensive, but it also has like plenty of bulk between Yuxi and Gastrodon and Quilladin and
Can we just
Klefki.
mention that
Like-
Yuxi is the best fairy? Just saying.
No.
It is the best lake fairy.
Okay, I was gonna say
Oh.
like, huh?
Yeah. Fair.
Fair enough. But yeah, like, it's also its removal. Like, I think like its removal is like a really big weakness of the team. But like
There are
overall,
a lot
it's,
of teams.
yeah.
in-
Okay, there is one mon that I know would really help this team, which is Quilladin. Not Quilladin.
I was gonna say there's a Quilladin.
What's it called? Eldegoss. It needs because Quilladin is basically irrelevant with Klefki there, and
True.
and Eldegoss would fill the same role, and it would give spin.
It also
and
has
yeah,
with
Regen's just nice.
another cleric.
Eldegoss would. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Eldegoss would have been really nice for this team.
Oh, aggro would be really happy.
And it's 1 point more than Quilladin, I think. Yeah, 1 point more.
so.
Yeah. So that's
Just downgrade that Substrike into some other shit.
I think literally Substrike I believe is 5 points, and I think literally the option below it that's best is like a 4
Ampharos.
points.
Oh,
is
Pikachu.
Ampharos or Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Yeah, I think Pikachu. Like yeah, Zapstrike is Pikachu
that'll-
and Quilladin to
That'll make
Eldegoss
it.
would
That'll
probably
actually
be
make
solid.
it better. That'll make it better.
That would make it better because like Zapstrike's speed tier is not really important because you have Sneasel right there too.
I do want to make some comment on the speed tiers.
Yeah.
We may notice that it's nice. It is decent nice, but then there's a Luxia at 95, and I don't know about you guys, but I never run speed on Yuxi.
Oh no,
It's
I
not
have.
that
I've run speed
Oh,
Yuxi
that's
plenty of
true.
bad. I mean,
times.
you don't run Yuxi to the point where you run
No, not max speed.
252 speed.
Not
So
not
you can
max, but,
technically
No, you're never gonna have
ignore
that.
the speed tier between
I've-
the Tauros and
That's
Chandelure.
true, yeah.
You can definitely abuse it, but like I've definitely ran timid Yuxi plenty of times. Like a fast bulky, like a fast support Yuxi is
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
solid, honestly.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
you're never gonna be like offensive fast,
Mhm.
but like
No,
max,
I
like
remember
max HP,
Season
high
1.
high speed is pretty solid.
Season 1, it was one of you that brought a really fast Dazzling Gleam Yuxi just to make sure you outsped my Pangoro. And that
Oh, that's
really
me.
annoyed me.
That's
was
me.
you, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
me. That's
That
me.
was
That's me.
that caught me off guard so much. I was just not expecting it to be fast.
It's like, hey, that's fun.
That was very nice.
There was also the same league, the same season where we ran Scarf Yuxi versus Eon thing.
Possibly.
You
I
could-
don't remember,
You run a
to be
fast
honest.
UC with Yawn to force someone to switch out, and then you get a free calm mind. But then you
Hey, I did that in finals too.
It gets. Okay, that Yuxi was so annoying.
It was so good.
Like you run fast, fast Yawn, calm mind, 2 offensive moves, and you know.
Yeah. Also, you know it gets nasty plot now, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
plot is
Yes.
More nasty, but yeah.
plot is definitely like a really good move on it, but yeah, like I don't think like it's not ideal, but at least it's not a 95 like Miltank. Miltank never runs speedy. Yuxi at least one
Well,
speed
sometimes.
sometimes.
Thanks to
Every now
100.
and then.
I know, it's just a similar case.
I did bring a 100 a max speed Jolly Miltank when I had it once, because I had to use it as an offensive threat, and I also needed it fast.
Yes.
Bell.
That nice offensive Miltank. Anyway,
Yeah,
It's not terrible.
Have you not ran Bandit Miltank?
I think I ran offensive. It gets bulk up, doesn't it? I can't remember.
No, it
No,
doesn't.
it gets
I think
cursed.
it's
cursed.
Curse is
I
its
ran
so-
power up punch. I think. I actually think I might have run power up punch.
Okay,
Oh,
who's
Jesus
eating their
Christ.
microphone there?
I think that was
Charlie?
Charlie.
Charlie?
Are you okay?
Charlie's microphone went underwater, just like his team.
He just used it to bite as a condiment.
Oh no.
Can we,
No.
oh god.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Charlie.
Can we also mention that this is another Brit super low down on Sarah's player rank?
Oh yeah, rip pod, yeah.
Yeah.
Face
I mean,
swap.
it's a Brit. She doesn't know very well. I think
Yeah.
it was
I think
inevitable.
I'm the highest ranking Brit, aren't I?
No, you're not.
No, absolutely not.
No.
We'll see that. We'll
anyway,
see that soon.
Let's
Okay.
move on then to the next team. So next up we have Jiggy and the Detroit Lux race with
The biggest-
their
the-
team, which
The biggest surprise.
it's a really Hyder put it all the way up second, Charlie third,
Yeah.
I 6th, and then Andrew 11th. Like
What the fuck, Andrew?
I was like I said, there was the mistakes I made on this. Like there was team that I put in third that
Okay,
should have been lower,
okay.
and this should have been a bit higher at least.
what do you not like about this team then?
I'm not saying that I don't like it. I'm saying that
No,
I kind of.
what do you not
hate
like
it.
about it? Like
And we just want to know, why did you initially put it at 11?
yeah, like
I didn't initially put it at 11. I think I might.
You did?
that's the one you gave me.
No, I think I copy pasted it with the wrong team when I was shuffling things around near the end.
Very plausible.
It's plausible because
Okay,
I was using Notepad, alright?
I'll just say what I
Um,
don't like about it then. The fact that its speed is Floatzel, Cryogonal, Zato, and Primeape. Primeape is a solid mon. Zato is okay.
Satu.
Its
Yeah,
speed
fine.
is not amazing.
Floatzel
like-
is actually decent. It
Yeah,
should not
but
be
like,
hated
the
on.
fact that those are like his 4 like main speedy options.
No, that I agree with 100%. But it's the synergy. It's the synergy.
Everything
Yeah, this team
works
is
so well.
amazing defensive.
synergy.
Vaporeon
It works so well together.
helps just get. Vaporeon just helps this draft so much.
Also, he likes his webs, but only has one spinner. That's something I don't
I
like.
mean,
it's
the fact
fine.
is like its removal
Cryogonal's
overly
good.
relies on Zato bouncing in the first place because Cryo and Zato
Yeah.
for your removal is a bit iffy. In my
That's true.
opinion.
That's true.
Like, but at the same time, most of this team's rock weaknesses are gonna run Boots anyway, like Boots Incineroar, Boots
Yeah.
Viper Volt, Boots
It's not like this
Cryo.
team is that weak to boots in general.
No, like like spikes would be like spikes against this team would be very scary. Like this team
I mean,
does not
yeah.
like its spikes.
And even then, it's not really gonna be that scary because everything's just gonna run boots.
But
Yeah.
like obviously Floatzel isn't like Floatzel's a good mon in my. I like Floatzel. I mean, it's one of my favorite.
Yeah, for the
mons.
points again.
Um,
It's
For the
an
points, it's
underrated
decent
team.
enough.
It's
It
very
is.
underrated.
But I still think that, like Ben was saying, its offensive speed tier mons are just. It's Primate Floatzel.
It's
and
very
that-
much a slow, like bulky offensive team in my like a
Yeah,
bulky
yeah.
balanced, bulky offensive team.
And again, with a similar case to mine, he has got a wish passer, but
Yeah,
at
an
the
amazing
same
Wish
time,
Passer.
yeah,
Really good with special.
Like
But I
the
still
best,
feel-
probably one of the
Wish
best in the
Passer
format.
yeah,
Like,
probably is the best wish
no,
passer.
like Alamomola and Vaporeon compete pretty hard.
Especially with Flip Turn
Yeah.
on it now, you know, you can.
Exactly, Flip Turn just makes it amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it does.
I mean, honestly, the biggest weakness that I can see with this team is, except for speed, is a massive Edgequake weakness.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Like, it's pretty much it overly relies on Vaporeon for to deal with those. Pretty much.
And
Like,
I
Vaporeon is
also want
great
to say,
with that.
I also want to say that the
Mhm.
team uses Vaporeon as to basically catch all fire switching because Incineroar doesn't want to take multiple hits. Floatzel isn't taking any hits. So certain fire types like
I was
Delphox
actually, I
and
think that
Moltres.
was part of what I was looking at as well with this team. Is I put it into my prep doc, and it did have a lot of large weaknesses.
I wouldn't say it has a large fire route.
It's just
I wouldn't
it's
say it has
just
a large fire route.
Vaporeon
but
is
just
insanely
doesn't have
pressured.
enough.
Vaporeon is insanely
Yeah.
pressured,
Yeah,
especially
but I
if
think
you
it
get some
just relies really
Mhm.
heavily on that mon in general.
Mhm.
But yeah, it relies heavily on that mon, and that mon is way too valuable to lose to something. You know,
Something
you're asking for it to be lured in some kind of way, really.
yeah.
Pretty much.
Like, yeah, it's gonna be annoying to it's gonna be really annoying to keep that thing. Like, you want to keep that thing alive for the whole game essentially, because your team really relies on it. Like, this team, like that's really the backbone that holds this team together. That's why I
still
didn't
think-
feel
yeah.
comfortable putting it higher than 6th.
Like I said, I should have put it higher than 11th. Maybe I probably would have. At reevaluation, I would probably still put it around 7th, 8th. Honestly, I still think there are definitely glaring weaknesses like that Vaporeon over the Reliance.
Honestly, I should have put it a bit lower, but a lot of them in this kind of range were hard to tell between.
Yeah, this like Queens in general was much harder to tier than Kings, like we've said.
I just want to say all these Queen team sucks. I'm just happy I saw a good team for once. No shade, no shade.
Okay, yeah, you're totally not saying it because you're king.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Obviously.
we'll just move on to the next team then,
Yeah,
which
team.
is Exostomp with its Exostomp Excadrills. We have 2 coaches this season that named their teams after themselves. Big ego.
Nice.
Ego, yeah.
Ego.
So look at those hazards.
No, those are pretty
Yeah,
nice.
its hazards are good,
Yeah,
but
it's
its
very
removal
nice.
is.
Its removal is okay, honestly. Like Serena and Moltres are both pretty good removers. Like Moltres with heavy duty
it's
boots is a
different,
good
yeah.
devourer, to be honest.
Moltres defensively is so broken.
Yeah, Moltres.
Can we
Good.
mention its edgequakeness again?
Like, my biggest issue with this team is it.
Well, Serena's okay with it.
Yeah, but like.
Serena can
Yeah.
take
Serena,
like-
yeah,
can take rockets.
But
Yeah.
like,
I mean, if we're gonna talk about Edgequake weaknesses, we're just gonna put every team down to 0.
yeah, no, we don't. We're not gonna
no,
talk about that.
yeah,
Like,
no, they all have.
I made a
there's
mistake
edgequake
before
weaknesses.
in season 4 or something.
We've mentioned it before. Edgequake down here is very strong.
Yeah, I mean, Edgequake is always strong.
But
Yeah,
my,
just-
my,
Wait,
my
no,
team is
Sere-
actually one of the least
it's
Edgequake
quite-
weak teams, and I'm happy with that.
It's like saying a team is weak to Bolt Beam.
Yeah.
Anyway, my massive issue with this team is its check to a lot of typings is Probopass. Its
Yeah.
best check to Fairy is Probopass. Its best check to Flying is Probopass. Its best check to Ice is Probopass. Its best check to
Yeah.
Rock types is Probopass.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't even know.
even
it's
though
a
those
4-point Probopass.
types have
It's
access to EQ.
It's it's not a good Pokemon, and you rely on it so massively for your defensive, like just your defensive switching. How the hell are you expecting to deal with that?
Also, there's that nice 15 speed gap between Zoroark and Moltres.
That's not a big deal at all.
Wait,
15
that
15 is the
doesn't add up.
acceptable number.
It doesn't.
15
So
is-
long as they don't run Adamant on your ass, you'll be fine.
like there's like what, one 104 mon, which is Delphox. I think that's the only one that could abuse this, maybe?
No, it can't. It can't.
It can't. Yeah, no,
it's
it
just,
can't.
it's
even,
just,
so yeah.
it's just a little slow. Just a little slower than Moltres from what I remember. I'm pretty sure at least, but I don't remember
It's
this.
really, that's not a big deal. Like, this team has amazing speed tiers, honestly.
Yeah.
The speed tiers as well as Glare, Dradagon.
It does
yeah.
have web too.
Just along with Nidoking. Oh, that's one reason I put it up so high.
Oh, yeah.
Nidoking
Listen,
just abused this team
I
so
think
much.
part of my placement of 8th was my salt at not getting Nidoking.
Shut up. Okay, get him out of here. Oh yeah, another type Probopass needs a check on its own. Normal, because Frostlass is not gonna be a good switch in over
Yeah.
multiple times.
I really
I
don't like Clovis as the sole water type here.
Oh yeah, that's
No, that's another thing, yeah.
This
I
team
was,
is also really special.
Oh yeah, like
That's There's no good physical
like,
attack.
this-
I mean, there's a
this
sock,
team-
but the rest,
A
like,
lot
in
of
a
them
Serena, I
can
guess.
run physical and special.
Yeah, but
like
like
Yeah.
Frostlass, like Zoroark.
Nidoking, but like the thing is, I
Nido
feel like
King, yeah.
Nidoking is gonna
Yeah,
be
that's
forced
true.
Can we
into a
just
physical
mention that
role or
Frostlass
not.
is base 80 offenses, isn't it? I'm fairly
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
it can
It's
run
not
now. It got
exactly-
older
it's,
and it
honestly,
has a
it's
physical
better
set now.
physical now at the moment.
Yeah, it has.
It's
It,
got
Yeah,
better
because of the
physical
triple
moves.
axle.
triple
Yeah,
axle and
with
bolt on
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist.
Triple
Like,
axle with Poltergeist is so good now.
Yeah.
like if physical is actually like it's if you want to run an offensive process, physical is the way to go now. Really.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But like
yeah.
it's a support mon. It's
It is,
it's a
yeah.
support mon. It's not your main offensive mon. It has offensive matchups.
Yeah.
Like we're not
It just
gonna
not
talk
for
runs
about
this
low
that
dash, it
being
runs heavy
physical.
duty
Not for
boost,
this
and it just
team.
sets up spikes, it will wisps. Destiny Bond
Yeah,
sometimes.
Sash even like.
If you bring special, you obviously.
I mean, special is still good
it
for
has,
like
it has its
setup.
niche because it gets bolt, doesn't it? I can't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's decent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also like
So it gets bolt beam.
a reason I like
really
special
depends
too is
on the
because
matchup.
if you on the spike sets, Icy Wind is really nice on a spike set, for example.
Yeah.
Mm.
Um,
It really just depends on the matchup and how
Mhm.
how specially like defensive or physically defensive each team is,
mhm.
which is quite good for it because it can pick and choose.
Yeah, like I feel like this team definitely suffers from the fact that Nidoking will be more forced into the physical role than the special role. While on most on Nido teams, you want to make sure that that mon has the ability to just go either way to just catch your opponent off guard.
Yeah. Go either way.
It's
but
really
obvi-
either that or just running more special,
Mm-hmm.
just generally.
Yeah,
It really likes
But
special set, but
it's
like,
not that big of a deal,
Mhm.
honestly.
okay.
But just so we know.
Yeah, but yeah, this is a overall solid team, but it has some massive weaknesses.
It's a good team. Good job. Good job, Exo.
Good job,
Yeah.
Exo. You were rightfully bragging about it. Alright. So next up we have Team Cap and this amazing logo. Like just beautiful logo there.
Can I get a Grotto gang?
Mm-hmm.
Can I get a Grotto gang in the chat?
Crawl gang.
So, Charlie.
I mean,
How does this
I
Poltergeist
kinda
team
agree.
break?
I like the team. I really like the team. I really like this one. Wait,
I
let
mean,
me
so do
look at my
so do
analysis.
I, and I kind of regret putting a 7.
Yeah,
That's really
it's
low.
honestly a really
Um,
solid team.
Can we look at the gap between Rapidash and Rotom Fan?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
it's a
pretty
big
big.
deal.
That's pretty big.
We're not
That
gonna
is
act like this
quite
team
big.
doesn't have its weaknesses, but it has amazing offense between like Heracross and Poltergeist, Kingdra, Rotom Fan, like all of those, and like
yeah,
amazing
the
bulk
will-
too.
And
Like,
it's got some really nice defense with Umbreon just to back it up.
Umbreon, Steelix, Gold also, but too bad this team already made changes and Steelix and Avalok and Ponyard are gone.
Yeah, it's so sad.
Mm.
So
Wait,
sad.
what?
Also,
Yeah,
What
this
did
team
you
got
say?
rid of Steelix,
Poltergeist
Avalok,
being
and
there
Ponyard.
really brings it up for me, just because I love it so much.
Mhm.
It
I
did so
wouldn't
much work for me last season.
People
One
prep the
thing I
shit
really
out of
like about this
Poltergeist.
team is
He swapped to double steals again, but like worse double steal.
Yeah,
I guess.
like
Yes.
he should have never gotten rid of
Yeah.
Steelix, Avalok in my opinion. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
they
he should-
they was
should.
they really were so good with this team.
mhm.
I want to say that this team is really well built around Poltergeist because he drafted by far the best, the second best actually, answer to Poltergeist in Umbreon, has the fighting type in Heracross, has body press in Steelix and Avalok all had,
This team
but-
is
and he had that, and the fairy in Galarian Rapidash, which is pretty good at dealing with the opposing dark type. so
I like Galarian
I
Rapidash.
also
I would
like-
have liked to have gotten it at some point, but
Uh,
I just haven't had the chance.
I also like how
It
with
does look like
Heracross
a
it
nice
also
one.
has like a really
Especially in low tier, it can really shine.
Mhm.
It also just like I like how with Poltergeist and Heracross like they synergize pretty well because Poltergeist just destroys any opposing ghosts really while Heracross hates them.
I mean,
It's good-
Poltergeist just
it's
needs to be
really good
very,
synergy.
very careful of priority.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
for sure.
I'm a
For
bit
sure.
curious about this Kingdra pick.
Yeah,
What do you guys think
Kingdra
of
is a
that?
weird
Yeah.
pick.
I think it's interesting, but I
It's
kind of like it.
interesting.
actually.
It's I kind of
It's-
like it on this team.
Interesting, but there's not that. How many setters actually are there for like the manual rain?
Itself is the best setter for this team.
Yeah,
It's by far the best seller.
But like
but then it
I
wants
feel
to run
like,
life
I feel,
orb,
I
so
feel, I feel
it's
like
nice to have like a couple extra setters.
I feel like no, but like if you set it up for yourself, it's not that bad. It only lasts 4 turns, to be honest.
Yeah.
Also, I
mean,
feel
it
like the
works
Kingdra
out.
it definitely can like run a more supportive setup for this team because like it has 95 defenses and HP.
The hell is it running?
Like I don't know, I feel like it can run like a decently set against, except especially with like flip turn now, it can just like come in and out.
True.
And it can
As a
scale
pivot,
shot as
as a
well if
pivot.
it really wants to.
Oh, skill shot.
think it-
Oh, let's see.
Hell yeah. Skill.
That's kind of heat.
That-
Oh, it
that's-
gets yawn. It gets yawn.
Okay, nice yawn.
Nice yawn.
Yeah,
Also, find out. It only has one defogger, but it has 2 rapid spinners.
yeah.
Had
Yeah.
2 reps.
Hat rep. I mean, no, it still has 2
Well,
rapid spinner
well,
because
it
that's
still-
senseless
it still
Alola.
has,
It's
yeah.
senseless Alola.
Yeah,
Just
right,
a
right,
worse
I forgot,
rapid
I forgot.
spinner. It just had 3 really good removers, and now it has 2 really good removers and a niche one.
Yeah. Well, okay,
Pretty much.
that is the only thing. So Sandslash is worse, but it does give it spikes.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like, I
Actually,
don't
Heracross
think...
has spikes.
No,
He
Heracross
also
and
had
Colossal
Colossal.
already
So
have
does it
spikes.
matter?
Just Colossal and Heracross.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it
No,
really
He
doesn't
fucked
add
up.
to it.
He
Never-
fucked up.
that does not add anything to it at
Simple
all.
as that.
Probably dropped himself down from third if we would if you would have re-examined your one based on his changes. Ours aren't too much different. Maybe
Then I stand
No,
by
I
my
would have
7 pick.
dropped
Oh
him
yeah,
down.
I would have dropped
I
it.
stand by my 7 pick now.
Yeah, like I think
Yeah.
like including the changes, he would be like 7th, 8th or something for me.
yeah.
But like, we're not ranking that, so like 5th.
I know.
Yeah. Anyway, up to the next one, and we have
Number
Alec and the
2.
Wisconsin Wailords, who would have
the
maybe been
champion.
first, but Charlie.
It wasn't what Charlie.
Charlie, yeah.
Charlie.
Charlie. Why
Charlie.
you do this?
Oh,
Yeah.
Why you do this? No, don't see how I can see this team as number 1.
It's the lack of removal. It's the lack of
What? Wait,
removal.
what do you mean?
When it's got Girder, which doesn't really want to run default.
No, it's completely
It's
fine
got-
running
That's
defog.
Swellow, which is never going to run default. It's got Skuntank, which it can, but it honestly doesn't really want to.
No, the issue with
Wait,
Skuntank is
people
it's
really
fucking
draft
bad.
It's
Skuntank
got
for
a-
defog.
He's got a Typhlosion and a Swellow, which don't ever want to be taking rocks. And they don't want to be
Yeah.
Typhlosion. They don't ever want to be taking rocks. They don't ever want to actually run heavy duty boots.
True.
So they need good hazard support.
Yeah,
and there's
that's
just
true.
not.
But like, honestly, I
it's really
disagree
not.
with the fact that Girder is a bad defogger, because in my opinion, it's a great defogger. Like it can easily make room for it most of the time. Like it really doesn't need free attacking moves is fine for it in most cases. Plus defog.
But
The fact that it
bulk up
resists
instead.
rocks, it
It would
doesn't care
much
about
prefer
these
to bulk
spikes.
up.
No, you can have bulk up sets, but defog sets are just fine. Like I've run.
They're fine.
I've
But
ran. I've
honestly,
ran
you
them.
don't really want to.
I've ran them before, and I think it's completely I liked it honestly. I liked it more than I just like the bulky support defog Girder set a lot. Like it's such a bulky mon.
No, that's not the issue I have. The issue I have with this team is his ground resist is a Swirl and a fucking Robin.
Yep.
How can you justify that being number 1? How can you
Yeah.
justify
Yeah,
that being number
let-
1
let's-
with the fucking Robin being his ground resist?
Anyway, let me just answer Exo's why is this team second? I'm confused, and is this a meme power rankings? Exo, like we said, Queens is a meme division.
No, it's also a good team. It's its biggest weakness by far is at ground weakness,
Yeah.
because obviously Swallow Grubbin, its best ground checks are Swampert and Vileplume and Girder, because those just have
Pretty much.
those have good physical bulk to take on ground types. So yes,
It's just
ground
got
weak.
quite a big fighting weakness
100%.
because except for Romatisse and I guess Vileplume,
Yeah,
love
Aromatisse and
Aromatisse
Vileplume are
is
both
silly,
really
this
good.
team.
it's
Can we please compliment this team?
Yes,
please
this team is
compliment
really.
no, no,
Just,
no,
can we quickly just
Why
talk
is
about
it
the
the
fact
second
of
place team?
who do you want to switch? Like I just look at this team and it's just really scary to deal with. Like
Yeah,
Swallow,
who do you-
Swampert, Escavalier, Tyrantrum, and Raichu Alola, Typhlosion.
What do you want to switch into?
This team is so strong offensively, and even it's not weak defensively either. There's plenty of defensive ones between Swampert, Escavalier, Aromatisse, Vileplume, Girder. This team is such a pain in the ass to deal with. The main way to deal with it is strong ground types, but not every team has a strong ground type at all. Not every team has a ground type that can deal with Swampert.
Nearly every team has a good
Vileplume.
ground type.
No, I mean a strong ground, enough ground type that can be ran very offensively. Most ground types will be able to be dealt with by Swampert and Vileplume, honestly.
That's true. That's true. They can be checked. At
yeah.
most.
Yeah.
The team, and let's not another really nice thing about this team is the Aromatisse, because the Aromatisse provides wish support for the Swampert and the Escavalier. And the
Oh,
Girder.
okay.
I
Safety
hate
side.
Aromatisse. I want to throw Aromatisse in a
No,
train track.
I don't know. I don't agree with that. I love Romatisse. It is very good. It's very
It's
underrated.
very
It's
good on
really
this
good.
team, for sure.
It's
It's
so
a very
good.
good. It's a good mon for this team, but it's a trash design, and I want to throw it in the volcano.
Okay, and
True. True.
leave your hate at home.
And I just want to say that
It's not
Sam
even
is
as
the
bad
only
as
one that
everyone
gave this
says,
team a 2.
honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah really likes this guy.
Yeah.
Put him in number 2.
Yep, true. Like Sarah's the only one here to put him second, and he is actually second. Just saying. Just saying. Clearly Sarah's the best analyst here.
Invite her in.
I'm pretty sure she's fallen back asleep. I tried to wake her up before the stream, but she was half asleep.
I mean, Hydra would have only had her server muted and unmuted her on occasion anyway.
True. No, just what I just want to say.
What a tyrant.
Tyrant.
Yeah.
Do we have anything else we want to say to this team?
No, like honestly, I really think the team is really good, but it has
Its
very specific
offensive
weaknesses.
pressure
really
is
good.
scary.
Its defensive
It's
presence
really
too,
good.
honestly.
It has a lot of offensive presence.
And a lot of defensive presence too. In my
I
opinion.
will give it that.
Like,
It's just held back by just a few things.
I just hate the
Let's just bring it down.
Yeah, it's even though it has a defensive presence, its staying power isn't great. Its recovery is worse than mine, arguably.
It overly relies on Romatis' wish. That's true.
it relies heavily on Romatis to keep this team afloat.
And Romatis cannot actually be brought every single week, honestly.
I mean, I guess you could run Wish Volt Switch Raichu if you really
want. No.
I just want to say, Exostorm made a good comment. It's held back by bad mods. I agree with that.
Which
all these months,
I agree with that.
I agree with that. All these months
AKA Grubbin, AKA...
Literally the only two bad ones on the team are Bennett and Grubbin.
Bennett is awful, but I agree this is a nice pick for this team.
Especially because we kind of left it under-tiered.
Yeah,
what? We're just letting it have...
We're letting it have its one season of glory.
We let her Poltergeist in its second.
Yeah, it has Poltergeist.
2 points. 2 points.
Yeah, 2 points. Poltergeist one with like...
But 2 points, it'll work out.
I still like... I like Bennett as I like Bennett. I have a soft
It's
spot.
trash.
Okay.
It's trash.
I like its Mega, but I miss...
That's also trash.
No, I mean, I like it. I like its Mega's design.
I only like its Mega in like the freaking that random showdown mod.
Rambats.
No, like that showdown one thing where it like gets this one move that both attacks and sets up Trick Room and raises its attack. Something.
What?
Whatever.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Super Staff Bros Brawl, that's what I'm talking about. It has a move that like raises the attack and sets up Trick Room.
Yeah, Super Staff Bros.
Super
Oh
Staff
god,
Bros.
that one. Oh my god, I played that. It's so dumb.
It's so
It's
fun.
so fun.
And Mega Bennett and that is really amazing because it just sweeps teams.
What the hell? That sounds so dumb.
It's such
I mean,
a
that's the
dumb
point of that mode, but we're not playing that mode.
No,
so...
sadly not. That's just a regular Bennett here.
When is LPPL Super Staff Bros Brawl Edition?
Sadly,
Yeah,
there's
We're
not.
gonna make a
that's
tournament of that. We're gonna make that a
That is the next
tournament.
off-season.
Tournament win.
There's sadly not a regular like format for that. Is there only a random format for that? Sadly.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah,
That's
There's
fine.
also not enough mons in it.
Anyway.
So I'll ask someone to add it to sports as a proper format.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay. Next team. Next team.
And now finally in first we have Aggro. And a shell-seeking PC, otherwise known as a team he stole from Charlie.
Well, technically, I stole it from him.
Oh, that doesn't matter for
I'd
us.
seen this team before. I'd been in the league with him before this, and I saw his. It must have been like in the back of my mind. I remember this team, but I just completely forgot by the time I made the new team. And then when he came here, it was like, "You've taken my team again."
I do
totally
like the
understand.
second you came to LTPL, you switched your team name to the Travelants.
Yo.
Yeah. It was before that. It was literally on that season.
Yeah, literally that season that you changed. Yeah.
Yeah, you fucked up. You forgot to put Sunfisk as the rock setter.
Oh no. Oopsie. Oh,
Shaking my head.
Anyway, it's still shitty. It still doesn't have great hazards. Like it's Chestnut,
Yeah, that's the big thing.
and
Look,
Urchin.
look
That
at
and
the
Chestnut
Look at
being
the
hazards.
way.
Oh, good
But
morning,
everything
Sarah.
else. is
Good
amazing.
morning, Sarah.
Hello there.
Anyway, what do we want to say to this team?
Anyone
Also-
that has
also
it,
look
spam an APOM in the chat, but I'm the only one that has it.
Anyway, the thing also is like an issue is like this defog is Comfy and Crobat, both solid defoggers, but what? Have fun with that. Really? But other than that, like,
Look at this team. I don't know why I put
But
it.
it's not even that weak. It's not actually that weak to rocks.
no, it's
Yeah,
not that
it's
weak to
not even
rocks,
that
but
weak
like
to-
it's still
No.
iffy
It's
to
like
have that.
Crobat, and then Delphox might want to run Specs or Scarf one week, but if like heavy.
I
duty
have
baby.
to play this team week 1, and I am terrified.
Yeah, because it has Zygarde, Porygon, Z, Crobat, Delphox.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
So
I wanna
it's
say
got two of
the
the best
synergy.
breakers in the whole league.
The
It's got two of
synergy
the
is
best
amazing.
breakers
Also-
in the whole league.
How do you
Who the
prep?
hell's playing that?
What the fuck was that?
Who the
My
hell's playing WoW?
housemates are My housemates are playing through my home.
Oh yeah.
They've connected their music to my home.
Oh my god, Charlie.
Oh god,
Turn it off.
you're gonna get the screen taken down.
No.
You're not gonna have the board.
I'll cut it off.
Mute him. Mute him.
They've
Stop this, man,
connected
stop
their music
this.
to my home.
No, server mute him now.
I server mute
No,
him.
it's fine, it's fine, that's fine. It's fine. Okay. Anyway.
Turn it off, turn it
Go
off.
back. Back. Go back.
Anyway. So another issue that I have with this team is Spinkurchin plus Stunfisk Gather. Why the hell will you purposefully make your Stunfisk worse?
Ah yeah.
Like, for the
I
people
think
not know,
this is the egg.
Stunfisk's
The egg will
ability,
take. The egg will take.
Stunfisk's ability makes it so it becomes an electric type in electric terrain. So a nice no stab Stunfisk.
Nice no stab stuff.
And just
But I do like the
mono
team's
crowd.
synergy.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
the
Also,
team's
it's
synergy.
it's
synergy.
all the Confefe I wanted.
Yes. This team is bulky enough that it can take literally nearly a period hit, and you even have what's it called? With Stealth Fox to help keep this team alive. I really like that. It also has Steven. It also has Steven.
Yeah, that's
It
the
has double foxes, yes.
It has double foxes. The Mr. Steve, I hate that one, but I think that it actually works decently well with this team, with the Pikachu and unburden potential.
Yeah. I like Lantern. I like Lantern as a mod.
yeah.
I like Lantern. He stole it from me. I really
Also,
liked it.
can we
Like,
just look at this
you
team's
took it a
recovery?
turn. You took it one turn before.
Yeah,
Oh.
it took it
That would've been
early.
so
That is
good for your
I
mono.
needed it.
It really would have helped your mono.
If it took Lantern, I probably would put you at 11.
He was one pick before me and he took it.
Yeah, I'm terrified of prepping for dealing with Zygarde and Delphox with my mons.
Mhm.
This team is really scary between Zygarde,
is.
Porygon Z, Crobat, Delphox.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah,
just
and
so
you-
hard to
and-
do.
And then Comfey,
The
which is just a
momentum.
demon.
And the momentum.
Like
Beautiful.
so much
Yeah.
momentum.
You
It's
know,
beautiful.
Slowpoke with teleport. Top tier.
Okay,
Top
yeah, I
tier,
mean,
top tier.
yeah, the last 2 months are a bit weird, but hey,
I mean,
it'll
Miss-
matter.
Miss
Should not have
This Dream is
Miss
okay.
Drevis
This
is
is
bulky.
useful.
Yeah, it's both. I've
This-
used it
it
before.
works, it works.
I've used it before. Used to be one
Wait,
of our
well,
better gems.
With Eviolite, it's
Back when
pretty
I was a
bulky.
thing.
It's just weak to knock.
Yeah.
Mhm.
To be honest,
Yeah, this
honestly,
team is kind of weak to
honestly, what on this team wants to switch into knockoff other than Chestnut? Like Chestnut is your only switch into knockoff.
Comfy.
Chestnut just has to run Rocky Helmet every week.
Comfy.
Comfy's okay, but
Comfy,
Comfy
but
doesn't
then it
like
wants- it
losing
wants
its item.
lefties or
Honestly, it
life
really
orb
doesn't
something.
like life orb, lefties, or big root.
Mm.
Like those
Okay.
are like its items, and really wants its items.
Nah, AV Chestnut.
I mean, no, to be fair, Thievul can have it just to be knocked off, and then it gets to the Sunburden.
True.
True.
And then it can sweep with Nausipod.
Exactly.
The most broken thing.
Yeah.
Who-
it's- hey,
you're
at
not
least-
gonna
hey,
take a step up.
let's not forget.
Why would you want to switch in? Why would you want to switch Stunfisk again? Its only recovery is its lefties.
Yeah, and
And
here's the
Bane
highest
Split
ranked
too.
British
Bane Split
player.
too. Yeah, he's by far like he's fourth in the Ceres rankings. But yeah, like also another thing, like this team, like it is interesting with Feeble at least that he can run electric terrain, like electric seed Feeble if he really wants to, like electric seed Nausipod. It is an option he has. Like it
It
wouldn't
can
be
be very
surprised if he like,
strong.
is gonna be able to pull it off in 1 week, but it's gonna be funny.
Wait.
When the Feeble makes the top of the rankings,
Oh yeah.
When Feeble was really slowpoke.
I used that one in PU when it was just after home.
Hey, I got
and that actually just destroyed everything.
I got swept by a Feeble in RU once.
You're so bad, Ian. Holy
Yes.
shit.
Ah yes.
Anyway, do we have anything else to say about
Not
this
really,
sexy
honestly. This is a
team?
very basic team. Like
It's a good team.
it's a good
It's a
team,
good
but it's a very basic
It's a
team.
bit. It has some
Right.
very top-heavy mon space.
Mhm.
There
I
are
wouldn't call it that top.
can we
heavy.
move on to the non-meme division now?
Yeah.
I mean, it's still. I mean, Nidoking is a meme.
I don't know about that.
Believe me.
I don't know
This,
about
Believe
that.
this whole league is a meme. This whole
Damn.
league is a meme.
True.
Damn.
Been
So-
catching this not like that.
Now to where the big boys teams
yeah,
are.
so
Where
Wow.
there was actually some thought put into the teams and not just slapping random mons together.
but
I mean, you
Yeah.
say that, but look at my team. You gotta see my team.
Yeah.
anyway, let's see. What? So yeah, and last we have Monk, like Afghanistan Monk with the Alaska Ice Cube, because this team has one plan. It's set up, fail, and sweep, and it's
It's
only
not even a
plan.
good plan.
It's not a great
because of
plan,
the mods.
but it's its only
Because
plan.
The only thing, it just has to rely on Aurora Veil. But
It heavily. Also, for an offensive team, its hazards suck ass. Like, it's Stealth Rock, Tyrantrum, and Sticky Web, Slurpov. That's it.
where are the spikes? Where are the spikes?
Where's the
Oh,
good
it needs
rocks?
spikes.
Where are the defaults? Where is the
There's
the
a
momentum?
Talonflame.
Where is
And the same problem as my team, no grounded poison.
Exactly.
No ground
If you
point,
get
but also
Moita,
it's
you
a
need to
very
get another
offensive team,
poison.
so it doesn't matter too much. It's just like, this team honestly just like, what the hell's going on?
Hey, at least it has good
It's the-
speed, Tears, right?
It's
Right?
it's just a bit of a clusterfuck, honestly.
It's
Yeah,
just,
it's
it is
really-
one plan, and
Can
it's
I-
to sweep, and if it fails, he dies.
The ground immunity is Haunter and Talonflame, but they're gonna get
No,
Talonflame is gonna get hit by a rock slide and fall over.
Guys, look at this team.
Yes.
Type synergy does not matter at all. This team is dying to pretty much everything without
Yes.
Veil. It needs Veil up to function at all. And if
Yeah,
if
guys.
anyone is able to prevent Veil properly,
Guys,
yes, what's up?
may I explain how many types this team is missing?
Sure.
It lacks a ground type. It lacks a fighting type. It lacks a dark, a normal, and a electric.
Don't interrupt him, Andrew.
I was gonna say, Hydra, this team has more monotyped than my team that had loads of
Let's
monotypes
see.
on it.
Gator,
It
Sceptile,
lacks, it
Slurp,
lacks
Vanillix.
5 timings that are super necessary. I don't know how he missed those 5 timings.
It's missing more types, I think. Or is it missing more types than my team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably close.
It's probably
And
very
I've got
close,
mono water.
honestly.
And I've got mono water.
It's missing a ground type, so electric type is just gonna click Rose Switch on this team.
Yeah,
anyway.
this
It's
is
missing
Volt
five-
It needs
it's missing
Faith
a
needs to
five
get
type.
it needs to get
No
momentum from the start, or it's just gonna get volt switched
Yeah,
on.
Yeah,
exactly.
it has no
It's
Volt
momentum.
on the
Its
whole
momentum
time.
is Talonflame, Baton Pass, Durant, and Teleport Kadabra.
Yeah,
I will-
and then delete Vanilla's explosion.
Oh yes. Of course. But yeah, this team really, like, if anyone has a Staunter that outspeeds Vanillix, you're not even getting Veil up, honestly.
And may I say something else?
Mhm.
May I? Andrew? Why is this team at 11?
Because there wasn't much between the bottom two teams. Honestly, there was like
Both suck. I'll
yeah,
give them that.
they were both just
Now,
bad.
speaking of the 11 team, yeah.
So yeah, next we have the other team that names their team after themselves, the Kyrek Rooks, which we put in 11th, almost universal. Like,
University is simple.
It's an interesting
Interesting,
team.
there was like not even 0.5 points different if I was to do it in a point.
it's fine. That's pretty much the same opinion. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Like,
Mhm.
so yeah, the one
This
thing.
team it can't break steals except for Rapidash.
No,
literally
Rapidash
just
is
can't
not.
break
Oh yeah,
Like,
true.
It's
true.
an okay one, but it's not something you want to rely on
It
to
did,
break
however,
steals.
acquire the sire.
He did acquire this.
Exactly.
Did acquire
That does.
Desire.
So
And that's
you know,
what stops it being 12.
His flying resist is a Duraludon, and we all know that this one sucks ass.
No, it's
No,
pretty bad.
Duraludon is
I
decent.
love
It just shouldn't
Duraludon.
use defensive.
No,
It
Duraludon
has-
sucks
It
ass. You're
shouldn't-
not gonna
It just
convince
needs
me
to be run
otherwise.
specs every week.
it falls over to an icy wind. It's got that little special defense.
Just needs to be it just needs to be brought offensive or specs or whatever every week.
Yeah, and you can't
It's
really
just not good
do that
defensive.
because it's his only rocker. It's
Mhm.
only rock
It's his
setup.
own. It's his only breaker.
It's his only
Yeah,
breaker and only
it's
rocker.
only
You
rock
can't
setup.
do both at the same time.
And also, like, just yeah, this team's hazards suck. Its speed is not great. Like,
Is
it's
Sarah calling you out, Hydra?
I don't know who's
I don't know.
talking to.
What-
No,
what
I never
did you
wanted
say?
that thing.
oh
Maybe-
yeah.
maybe
No,
it's
you
just-
you definitely never wanted this thing.
No, fuck that thing. That thing is awful.
I had Duraludon last season, but
Did it do anything for you?
it did stuff, but not. It could have done better.
If
It
you
was
get
terrible.
Duraludon, you need a secondary steal. Basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
True.
Definitely, like Duraludon's fine with a secondary steal, but like
Exactly.
It
there's
was like,
only
no,
so
did I
many
get it
steals in
last season or
LPL.
during Broken Playground? I can't remember. I know I get it at some
Last
point.
season, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember for sure.
I
Anyway,
can't remember. All my teams blended in.
but yeah,
I've been here so long.
this team is just really weird. Like at least it has good removal and it has wish, I guess, and that's
Yeah.
good momentum. Like it has solid momentum.
I mean, it's good bull. It's gonna
Yeah,
live.
good bulk. Like the bulk, like it has solid
It'll
bulk.
live. It'll
That's
live.
very-
You'll live a
it's-
while, but like
It's just defend. It depends with bulk
it's
and
really
Ninjask.
it's
Like Ninjask is
also
like
also
the non-bulky one.
also don't forget he already got rid of Ninjask, like
What
which I
did-
don't
what did-
like because like his fastest mon now is Zork and Rapidash. Like Ninjask was
God.
pretty nice on this team,
Wait,
but
what
he
did
got
Zork
rid of
do?
it.
Oof.
Let me quickly look back at what he got rid of it
For
for.
Crustle.
Yeah, oh yeah, Crustle and something
Crustle and
else.
picking
Right?
up Farfetch. Picking up
Huh?
Gallo Farfetch.
Yeah, Galarian
That's
Farfetch'd Goat.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, he didn't even have a fighting type down.
But then
Mhm.
picking up Crustle doesn't help with the massive flying weakness.
I mean, it does help with getting more hazards.
Mm-hmm.
So
It
Yeah,
helps with
that's at least
hazards.
something. That's at least something.
It helps with
That's
hazards, so it's
something.
like slightly
But
like maybe
if you're
it's
gonna get a rock type to help with the flying weakness, you don't get a bug rock type.
no,
That's
because
true.
bugs are
That's
not.
true, that's true.
You can easily run a drafting
Are
without
not
bugs,
necessary.
especially when you already
Mhm.
like deal with grounds pretty well between Weezing and Delmise.
Exactly.
Between Weezing, Delmise, and Mantine, like you really did not
Right,
need
it
a
can
bug
be
on this
threatening
team.
as a shell smash sweeper.
That's about
Yeah.
it, yeah. But like,
That's
Yeah.
it's still slow, so it can.
I would have rather had
Any
Carrot.
scarf
I would have
can
rather had
probably
Carrot
We
Costa there.
did Savage, yeah. We did Nido Queen. We did Nido meme, sorry. That's what we're calling it.
Yeah, also,
It is-
Savage,
it
we
is.
put you in 10th if you want to know, and we'll be uploading the VOD later to YouTube, so you'll be able to watch from the beginning. And like I'll timestamp stuff and stuff anyway, so don't worry about that.
Mhm.
10th,
Okay.
10th,
10th.
Savage.
Oh, what that for him?
Anyway,
Now, moving on.
yeah, I don't
Yep.
have much else to say about this team.
Yeah,
So
this team
next up, we
sucks.
have Clutch with his really weird top-heavy team.
The really weird top heavy team, but for some reason I really like it.
Like the one I really don't like on this team is like how he blew all of his budget on the Swampert. Because I'm sorry, yes, Zygarde likes a secondary ground, and Inteleon likes a secondary water, but why the hell would you pick up another really pricey mon that does both? Like
There's
I
a lot
don't
of
like
points
it.
spent in very few mons on this team. Most of
you
the
just,
time,
you just salty because
Also-
he took Gorguys from you.
I mean, a little bit, but like not like that much.
Most
Like
of the
it's also
time-
look at the
Nah,
fucking
yeah,
Trubbish
yeah.
and Gupfu.
I was about to say there are only about
9
8
mons.
mons on this team.
Nine,
that are
nine,
actually-
nine, really. I mean,
Amso is barely usable. Let's
True,
not kid
true.
ourselves here.
true.
Trubbish is the ultimate setter.
Oh,
Though.
yeah. Also,
It's got spikes and T-spikes, right?
let's say also its removal. Like, how does this team dealing with spikes or D-spikes? Really?
Moltres.
It's
Also-
ground and
Just
poison.
Moltres.
Yeah, it's literally just Moltres. Like, yes, default Moltres is good, but
Bring
your
Trubbish
only
every week to
option-
deal with ground and poison.
Literally,
Mhm.
Amso is not fast enough to be a valid wish pass. in my-
It doesn't
Oh,
have enough
yeah, that's-
HP
you
to
can't
be a
count
valid
that
wish
as a
passer. It doesn't have bulk. It cannot wish pass. Absol has
Okay.
wish, but it's not a wish
Mm.
passer.
It's just gonna get smacked up if it tries to
Mhm.
be fast.
The one thing that we can say about Steam is it has amazing priority, like actual
amazing
top
priority.
tier
This
priority.
team
Yeah.
it's lovely offensively. It's probably one of my favorite teams. I mean, offensively speaking, it's probably one of my
It's amazing.
favorites.
Like, it just offensively, it's
Got some
amazing.
really nice breakers.
They
But,
also
like,
have
some
something
really
to do with
nice
Hydra
offensive
liking
breakers.
Kingdra, so having a Kingdra for a logo makes
It just the way this team worked, like, it actually
Yeah.
turned out like it just doesn't work. It tries to be insanely top heavy, and it just doesn't work. Like he blew
Also,
all his
one
points,
thing-
and he couldn't
oh,
make a good
both-
team
it's
because of
got-
it.
The Dragon Fairy Steel Core looks really nice until you realise that both the rock and the fairy and the psychic type are both neutral to fighting.
Mm-hmm.
So it's relying on Gorgeist. It's relying on 30% burns from Moltres and hoping that it doesn't have knockoff.
And we all know
the
that's
ball
got
guys.
This team is all bite and no bark. It's got nothing to scare you really. It's just
by the no bug with a side dog.
yeah, exactly. But you get what I'm saying by that.
I get what you're saying. I guess.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say about this team other than that. Really. Also, what I do want to say is like while the Goregeist, I am salty about the snipe. I feel like because it cost 8 points, he should have gotten Trevenant instead. Just saying. Saying.
Well, no, Goregeist is better than Trevenant.
Oh yeah, it is.
Or
Goregeist
if
is
you were
way
going
better.
to the top heavy end, take Decidueye and.
Not Swampert.
No. You take Dolomites for a spin-off.
Oh, honestly, I prefer Goregeist to Decidueye.
What?
Honestly,
What?
I prefer Goregeist to. That's just my personal opinion. I prefer Goregeist to Decidueye.
But heavily depend on the team because the Decidueye is like nice on certain teams because it brings momentum and defog.
And you can run it physical and special. It's.
Anyway.
You can do the same with Goregeist.
No, Goregeist does not run special. Its special attack is horrible.
It does sometimes. Yeah, but it runs
You
special
can run
when it's.
Fire Blast, and that's it.
Yeah,
It runs
Fire
special when
Blast.
it's being really defensive and it just wants to run Shadow Ball.
That's
Is
true.
that
Just
the
for
pun intended
Poltergeist.
there, ballistic
Just for
in that it's a
Poltergeist.
fire move?
Nasty Plot, yes. Nasty Plot Goregeist is the
No,
it's the real beat.
ballistic. Shut up.
Shut up.
This is why ballistic is not on the analyst desk.
And you are?
And despite that, we put you on the list.
Look,
Anyway.
I have controversial opinions and I meme a lot, but at the same time,
By the way, I also want to point out I like how we went 10th, 9th, 8th, and 7th with our rankings.
Yes.
Anyway, that's about all I have to say about this
we
team.
have a flush there, a nice flush.
And now we're gonna move to number 9. Hit us with it.
Spartan with his number 9 team, which me and
Number
Hyder put at
19?
10th,
Oh.
Andrew put at 6th, and Charlie put at 3rd.
Yeah.
So some
I do
very
like this
controversial
team.
opinions.
I like it.
So like one thing I massively like about it, it's like a really scary trick room team. But
Yeah.
it feels insanely one-dimensional in that. Like it has some speed with like Noivern, Hitmonlee, and Reboot.
I like
but-
that it had a game
I mean,
plan.
it
where-
has one speed in Neuburg,
Mhm.
and then you had the speed gap.
Mhm.
The speed gap is the big problem. The speed gap
Yeah.
and the thing. Yeah, I really like the terrain with this. It works really well with it.
I did. place
Except
it
for
too high.
Hitmonlee.
I definitely placed
Hitmonlee.
it too high.
Hitmonlee wants Earthquake. It's the only thing.
Mhm.
I did place it too high at 6th. I probably should have placed it as 7th or 8th.
Okay, Charlie, why did you put it all the way up at 3rd?
I don't know. It's definitely too high.
Like I'm just like thinking about multiple teams in this division and like just like what?
I think it probably look. I think that when I first looked at it, it looked nicer. But then there's just more like glaring weaknesses I can see now, I guess. But I really like the terrain, and I do like the synergy with most things.
I like the synergy between his starter core XD.
It should be lower. It should be lower.
Okay, so
But-
KDR man is better.
The fact that he didn't take the emo water boy just to
Also-
round off the trio.
Also, just saying, Aldino sucks ass. I had it last season. I got rid of it because
It does.
every time I wanted to bring it, it just wasn't bulky enough to actually be brought. So I always toss it for a different mon. Like one week, I toss it for a fucking Spadev Graveler. Like when you want to use a defensive Graveler over an Aldino, you know you have an issue with your mon. Like Aldino's hot
I
trash.
do like Aldino.
Ordino just does nothing. It's
Oh,
so
Jesus
passive. It hurts.
It's-
It is.
Like it doesn't even have seismic toss or something.
No, it
No,
absolutely does
no,
not. It,
not at all.
it's
This
offensive
is why
presence
Licky
is
Licky,
knockoff
Licky
Bunny
Licky,
Press.
and Kangaskhan are both better.
Yeah, easily by far. Like
Easy.
it does regenerate. Really, it's so passive. It doesn't
Miltank
matter.
is better. Miltank is there too.
That's not
I
a
mean,
good wish
Phil-
one though.
Phil's better by far.
Miltank
Ju-
would have been really good for this team, actually.
But like,
looking
okay, yeah, but like where the point wouldn't
No,
have
I would
allowed
take
that.
I would
really.
say Ligaton before Aldino.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Lickitung is actually decent.
Yeah.
Lickitung Bolt. I used to run a Bolt Beam Rest Talk Lickitung. And it was
Wow.
with Eviolite, and it was actually a threat.
Why would you just not
Nigga,
let
I
Wish
just remember-
Protect?
I remember running at PU last generation, and it was really good.
Mhm.
I remember the time Sarah was afraid of Hammer Arm Ligaton.
I was like, there's no way it has that. And then we afterwards we
Sarah,
asked,
don't fucking swear at me.
like, no, look, so I was like, because I was in call with Sarah when she was fighting this Lickitung. I was like, I don't want to say because it has hammer harm. It has hammer harm. Like, I'm just sitting there like internally screaming, it doesn't have hammer up. It's a Lickitung. It would not have hammer arm.
It's a
So
link.
after the game we asked.
It has hammer tongue. Obviously.
After the game I asked for my own sanity. He had hammer arm.
No, he didn't.
Yes,
he just
he
changed
did.
it midway.
No,
he changed it.
No.
I refuse to believe otherwise. I refuse to believe he actually had hammer arm.
Anyway, I still owe Sarah some kind of favor that she hasn't cashed in yet over that.
No.
Basically, Ben whipped. Ben is whipped.
Now, before, what are some good points about this team?
It's an amazing, like, if it gets Trick Room up and it has like a good set, an amazing setter in Hatterene, it's so scary. Like between Hatterene, Golurk, Aggron, Vikavolt, Makalola, like.
And in an emergency, it can run a webs.
Yeah, it also still has webs too. Like.
It's very interesting. It's a very interesting team. One thing also I like about the team is it's really hard to sweep this team because of how much what's called priority the team has.
Yeah, Grassy Glide, Sucker Punch, Bullet Punch, Mac Punch.
And not to mention,
and then it's
the
got this good thing on Burden that can just
the double
can
just,
just
just stop. Yeah, exactly. Like I like this
it's got a few things that push it out for me. I definitely put it too high,
Going to
but
say,
it should be probably more around where as I put it.
I think that I put it ever so slightly too high. I would have put it at 7th or 8th, second.
I think I put it too low, but that's besides the point.
I feel like maybe a bit low, but like I still don't like this team massively.
Solid enough game plan for what it is. It has better removal than a lot of teams we've seen.
Yeah, for once.
I mean,
it has solid enough momentum. It has good priority.
Yeah.
This team is staying.
It's a solid team. Yeah, it's definitely a solid team.
It works. It's a solid team, and we call it a nice team.
It is the fact.
Like, okay, Nidoking has a lot of solid teams. It just
Sorry, I was gonna say if it took a base 100 to 105 just to help cover it in the case it can't get the Trick Room, it would have been even better.
Yeah, I would have liked this team to have more options outside of Trick Room. That's why I put it so low.
I low-key kind of want this team to have
it needed something that's like 110.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Really.
100, 110, 105.
Like I would toss War Turtle and Aldino and just get something in that speed tier because those ones are not
Honestly,
needed.
yeah.
That sounds hard, but yeah.
Yeah, but then it would miss the spin because it's not like him only wants to run spin.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but like you don't want to bring War Turtle really.
Time, that speed boost on the Hitmonlee could be valuable.
Yeah, but it's gonna be used more for the speed boost than the removal.
Yeah. Floatzel. So we were talking about Floatzel actually. Floatzel. This is the Floatzel had never been drafted.
Floatzel has never been drafted in LTPL just twice this season. All of a sudden.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It's funny.
Yeah.
I've wanted drafted before. I like them on a lot. But
it's a good mon. It's just
hard
there's
to
a
fit.
lot of things that are better.
it's hard to fit in because there are a lot of mons that do what it does.
It's really you get it if you need to get a fast mon at the end of the draft. You realize you have no
And
points
if
left.
you're lacking a water that late in your draft as well.
I mean,
True.
you only take a Floatzel over different cheap waters if you need the speed, because otherwise you want to take some water that takes a hit better. Anyway, this team doesn't have Floatzel. Floatzel's up later.
Yeah, now speaking of Floatzel.
Yep. Speaking of Floatzel, in 8 we have Zaf, Leave Me Alone, which is an adorable logo, I have to say.
And who does have a Floatzel, but this doesn't have another water type. So this team has fucked up.
I do really like the Metagross Regidrago Shaman though. Like I really like that.
That's nice. But other than Metagross, it can't deal with fairies.
I wonder where this
Ace
team.
Contact.
I wonder where I've seen this team before.
I
wonder where have I seen this team before?
I mean,
maybe in a certain Nidoqueen division.
I mean, like I think Incog only has like Metagross Regidrago, right?
Yeah.
And Shaman.
And wait,
Didn't
just no.
No, but a lot of the teams, a lot of the teams in
Shaman
divisions
is
are
on
quite
Blaze's
similar.
team.
They have a lot of the teams have like just some similar calls.
I think
Like this
I
one,
think Kings
like
is
some of the
just
higher
like
ones.
the teams from Queens but less memes. And
Yeah.
really, honestly.
Basically a nutshell.
Because this is a less meme version of Incog's team, and later up we have a less meme version of Andrew's team.
there's a lot of mons I like. Yeah, there is a less meme version of my team too. I like.
It's a shame there's not a less meme version of my team.
Yeah, nobody else would mono water, I'm afraid.
I mean, somebody could have gone like a different mono type. That
Mono electric.
mono electric, mono dark, something like that. So there
No.
are a lot of mons on this team that I just generally like as mons. Alcremie, Floatzel, Galvantula, Gligar I'm a big fan of.
Mhm.
Shaman is one of my favorite mythics.
I feel like this team overall is like solid synergy.
Yeah, it's good defense. It's really good defense. Most of these ones are gonna take hits.
Yeah.
And
It needs
Also offensively-
another. Okay, Oricorio does not count really as a fairy resist, so
No,
it
true.
needs another.
I
Yeah,
It's a
mean,
natural, but it's not really. It needs another fairy resist,
it can do
and
it
it also
though.
needs a ghost because it really likes webs, and it doesn't have a spin blocker.
he doesn't have a spinner either.
Well, he has a spin
Spinner, sorry.
blocker
Doesn't
if
have
he
a
runs
spinner,
Ghost or a Courier.
Its removal is Gligar, Oricorio, and
Oh, it's ghost.
Stuntank.
Oh, it's just normal Oricorio, isn't it? Yeah.
It's any
Yeah,
or
I
just-
Any
I
Oricorio.
just- I just saw that, and I was just thinking, oh, it's only fire Oricorio.
No, yes, any
I guess it
Oricorio.
can,
Like,
yeah.
Oricorio is his ghost type and his fire type. And
Yeah.
his psychic
So I guess
type.
it does, but
It's its psychic type, it's
Doesn't
its
wanna
fire
run
type,
both
it's
all
its
the time.
ghost type, and its flying type.
Yeah, that's kind of fun.
It kind of
But
feels.
I said outside the Metagross, I know.
Hmm. Yeah, like Metagross is gonna be like very much like tasked to deal with those fairies.
And speaking of
and
Metagross,
if any of them have any
Yes.
coverage for it, then
Yeah. yeah, speaking of Metagross, this Metagross is only one this team's best normal resist, flying resist, psychic resist, rock, and fairy resist. So
Also,
that
ice.
one is going overtime.
Like,
That one is definitely going to go overtime.
like at least for ice, like its only other option really is Hariyama and Floatzel, and Floatzel's not amazing at that, so it's mainly Hariyama.
And the thing with Metagross is it also can't exactly heal itself up.
Also,
Yeah.
fire when it comes
and
to
there's no
fire
wish.
resist,
Oh,
it's
there's
like
Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan is a nice wisher.
decent
oh, it's
wisher.
an amazing wisher.
It's
It's
a
decent.
nice wisher, but it can't pat. He has to hard switch.
That's
That's-
fine.
yeah.
That's fine. It's not a
That's
real
fine.
issue.
It's not the worst.
Kangaskhan is fine. Yeah, it's one of the better wishers, like on the
Yeah.
lower end.
It is, yeah.
And even then, Kangaskhan's better ran offensively, in my opinion.
I agree.
Well,
At least in
it
low
really
tier.
depends.
At least in low
It
tier.
really
At least in
depends.
low tier.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think another issue I have with this team is like it just really relies on Figfed Hariyama for both Ice types and Fire types because Regidrago you honestly don't want to take too many hits with.
Yeah,
Like-
especially if you're running Dragon Energy.
Yeah, like but even without like
Yeah.
it has 200 HP but has only 50 defenses. Like it's a bit iffy.
That's
Like-
what we're saying now. Is Hariyama is the,
Mhm.
and then ice as well. It's dealing
Yeah.
with ice as well.
Hariyama
It's-
is like was like a must for the team at the late point.
Hariyama and Metagross are both working overtime on this team,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and that's a big problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and especially hard to consider like running with Kangaskhan every game, just to deal with that.
Because a good,
Understand.
a good specially offensive mon on the psychic end is going to probably cause this team problems as well because it's going to have plenty of coverage and a lot.
I just
of
think, yeah, for sure.
Skarntag gets one down.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Need Fat Fairy. What the hell, man? Oh, Harry. Hi, Yama. Okay. I see.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Or is he calling Creamy thick? Because that's gonna be weird.
Yeah,
I guess it's thick cream.
Unfortunately, he wouldn't be the first person to do that.
Oh, no.
Whoa.
Okay, I'm moving on just because of that. Nope.
Whoa.
Okay,
Whoa.
so next
Can we move on?
yes, we have moved on to Revan and the Seattle Scissors, which is up in 7th, which is only down here because this is very split. Hydra and I put him rather high, like I 4th, Hydra 5th, Charlie 10th, and then Andrew 7th.
I
I don't know.
middle grounded it. Like I like a lot of things on this team, but I found it's got a lot of good stuff going for it. It's got good recovery. It's got good momentum. It's got, it's although a lot of those momentum moves are
Amazing speed.
repeat offenders.
Dude.
Like
It's like U-turn Amp Bomb, U-turn Orbital, we have Volt Switch on Magneton, Flip Turn, Dragapult, Baton Pass, Wigglytuff. That's about it.
I mean, out of everything I've seen, this is the most low tier Pokemon team I have ever seen.
Yeah, honestly, it's this team very much the
It's-
middle route. It only got 2 price demons and everything else is like very mid, which is
Yeah,
interesting.
everything's very mid, but somehow this team works.
This
Yeah.
team
works.
is
I
amazing.
think that's the thing is it's got a lot of middling mons, but they cover each other well, and because of that, he also didn't have to buy too many low tier mons. He
Yeah.
got almost everything on the team has its place on the team. It has uses.
Mm-hmm.
It can't, there's no mod that's just there and it's not going to get used.
Yeah, pretty much.
All of these have a purpose. That's what I like. Right?
Like also like
Okay,
yes.
so
Mhm.
I should have put this a bit higher.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing that I just didn't like is that they've got Glade, they've got Houndour, they've got Houndoom, they've got Sandslash that can break steals, but they're quite low mons.
Or
I mean,
break steals too.
Houndoom,
They have a huge defense and body press.
it kind of can. It really depends on the situation. I just don't think
access.
What?
Excuse me?
What?
Dragout gets fire boost, doesn't it?
No, it gets
no,
focus
it's
blast.
Focus Blast.
It gets Focus Blast.
It has to rely on Focus Blast.
Yeah, that is my bad. Focus miss. I
Yeah.
It's
So
not
it just
get
can't.
Dragalge.
It really needs.
I feel like Dragalge should get flamethrower.
Okay,
or fire.
one second. Let's not
I mean,
forget
it should, but
Dragalge
it
is
doesn't.
not that strong when it's not using its stats because it only has like 93 base special attack. Like it's only really strong as seen as a breaker because of its poison and Dragon Staff is so hard with adaptability.
Adaptability.
Yeah.
Adaptability is ridiculous. But then Magneton used to be so good, and now it has to rely on body press to hit steals.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And
true.
It doesn't even get body press.
No, it doesn't get button press. It's
It's
only
only
Magneton.
Only Magneton.
Magneton's not that good.
Exactly.
It just hits hard.
Magneton.
I just don't think it could break steals well enough,
It's
honestly.
hard what it is, but it's unfortunately, it lost a lot
It's-
this year.
That's not.
Yeah,
Just
I'll-
think, Magneton's not a trap for steals anymore. It's just a steel electric type, really. Like
I
you
mean,
shouldn't
it
look at it.
depends
that
on
It
way.
can use
Steal.
It
adaptability.
really depends
well.
on the steel, yeah.
Not adaptability. It can use
Analytic.
well.
Analytic is like its best stud easily now, like Specs Analytic or like Scarf Analytic.
Yeah. Then another thing I didn't really like about this team is that his removal is just Venusaur.
Aerodactyl,
This
Aerodactyl
team-
doesn't want
I mean,
defog.
yeah, Actors can defog, but it's
Yeah,
not
but
really
like it's
good.
it's not great. Like Boots
So-
support Aerodactyls are fine, but it's
Yeah.
not ideal. You don't want to run it too much.
Yeah, and the main issue with that is this team doesn't really want boots that much, so Hazard Stack is gonna fuck this team up with if you have Ghost Type.
So who's eating their mic again?
Who's beatboxing?
That might have been me because I was unplugging my keyboard and plugging it back in because I
Yeah,
lost all my keyboard lights.
Went fucking Town that mic.
Also, like I like about this team, like it does have a lot of staying power between Wish and just natural recovery. This team has like and
Not
regen, like
wishes.
it's like okay.
Oh God, I
Glade
just-
is not a Wish.
One thing I forgot is that this is so weak to fairy. It can hit.
yeah.
It can hit fairies well. But
I mean,
I-
the only
Yeah,
resistance
it's,
I've
it's
got
resistant
is
Magneton.
only.
Dragalge
and
is pretty
Magneton's
good at
not
checking.
resist.
To be
I
fair,
mean,
Dragalge is
Evian,
pretty
can
good.
take hits sometimes, but it doesn't really.
To
want
be honest, Dragalge is
That's
pretty good at checking fairies because it just has a really good
That's
speed F stat too. Like
That's true.
And
that's
again,
true.
Orbit is really bulky defensive wise.
no, not really. Like,
Not
I mean,
especially.
It's
It's
its
physically,
stats are
yes.
fine, but like
Be
I
able
mean,
to
it
cover
has-
my lefties. It has to run
No,
the food.
that's actually not true. That's actually not true. I think it has 110.
Yeah,
speed
it
def.
has one.
Yes,
yeah,
one-
It's
But
it's got good
it's
stats.
just low
it doesn't
HP.
have-
That's the issue with it.
Low
It's not
HP.
gonna take.
You can run a calm mindset on it. It's viable for that. It's
Okay, but what the hell is an Orbital doing back to fairy types? I'm sorry, Orbital is not a fairy check.
Exactly.
Your
Yeah,
fairy
you
check
just
is
slow
Dragalge
turns
and
on them or
Magneton. Those are
something.
your fairy checks.
Yeah. Like Specs Florges, that's gonna kill this team. I
Yeah.
said it here. I
They
said
just
it
have to.
Hey,
have to
Hyra,
rely
don't be
on
giving away my
offensively checking
sets. SMH.
It
Yeah.
would need it specs Florges. It would against the Florges. It needs to run AV Dragalge.
Yeah.
That's a
AV god. AV
But
god.
then that can just run side shock.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's not.
No, it doesn't get side shot. It only gets psychic.
It's
Yeah.
not a
No?
definitive answer.
Oh,
yeah.
fine. It can.
But
Yeah.
it's-
Okay. Fair enough.
So it's still gonna do zero for that one.
Anyway,
Big
Yeah.
issue. But good team and still
it's
good
a
team.
solid team, yeah.
Good team, good team.
So shouldn't have been 7, but hey, what do you do?
I should have
Okay.
been a bit higher. I should have been a bit higher.
Anyway,
You should.
anyway.
What could he do?
I could have maybe put it sixth, but I don't think I would have put it much higher than that.
Anyway, next one.
Next up, we have Gage and Chicago Rapids, which is just a weird team in my opinion. Like it has so many flaws to it.
It's a really
It has some cool mons like Porygon Z, Seismitoad, Decidueye, like Sigiliv, Bolton, like those it has some nice mons.
This is also a very lower tier team.
It's not got any bad mons. Like
Yeah.
I
not
mean,
bad. Not bad at all.
Fro kind
But
of, but not
it-
it's
it-
not
it-
that
it-
bad.
Yeah.
it could be worse.
Mm-hmm.
Its mons are all usable.
I'll honestly say I'm not a big fan of Rampardos at all, because I
No,
like a
I'm
rock
not
type
either.
to be able to
Yeah.
take a hit, and Rampardos is just attack stat and nothing else.
This team doesn't really have good trick room to abuse it. It doesn't
Yeah.
have webs either.
No
It
webs,
has
no
what?
Trico.
PZ. It doesn't have the best
Can we just say that
term.
freaking Fortress is a bagworm and it doesn't get webs?
Yeah.
Eh.
None of
Let's
the
not make
Bagworm ones
let's
get
not make
webs.
it give
It's-
let's not give it
Well,
every
all of the
single hazard.
Wormadams, they don't get webs.
Yeah, let's not give it every single hazards, okay?
Yeah.
It already
No,
has
that could be.
Don't give it webs. I can make it good. Make Fortress good.
it's
No, 'cause
Body
webs-
Press already
if
made
it
it solid though.
webs, then it wouldn't be able to run its main offensive move in Gyrable.
I mean, it's not gonna run Gyroball anyway because it gets speed from Rapid Spin.
Yeah.
That is true these days. That's the problem with it. Like Rapid Spin giving speed made Gyrable on it a lot worse.
Mm.
Yeah, this one is.
At least it has
At
wish
least
support. At least it actually has wish support, so it's not
it
just
gets body press.
relying on
That's-
leftovers.
It gets body press.
Yeah, Body
does
Press
get
like makes it
pressed.
hard. Anyway, like
No,
this team honestly has no good like checks for like strong special hitters. Like this
Wait,
team.
what?
What strong special? Okay, what do you send in on this team against a strong special attack?
Oh, I thought you said
Like a
this
special
team has no
breaker.
good special.
No,
attacks.
no, it has good
Spit
special
F-
hitters. That is PZ,
Spidef
and
Aromates can
Typhlosion,
take hits.
and Sigilif. But no,
Spidef Aromates can really take
That's
hits. And
really-
Throw
that's about
can
it,
just take
like-
any hit.
that's about it, really. Like,
I mean, the issue with that is, Aromas is kind of it's kind of forced to be the physical side because your psychic type is a Sigilif.
like it's also
Mm.
like it's its main check to fighting types too. Like, so it's like often forced in the physically defensive role. It's like
Yeah, that's the issue I have with that.
hmm
But I also don't really like that this team's only form of speed is a Bolton, followed by a Typhlosion.
Yeah, there is
I feel
big
like-
gap in speed there.
I
That
feel like you wanted something else around the speed tier.
it wanted a 110. It wants a
Yeah.
1.
It really
Yeah.
does, yeah.
Really.
But yeah,
Not a bad team. Not a bad
it's not a
team.
bad
I
team.
just
No, it has its massive flaws. Really, it's at 6. Like it just barely gets into the
think
top.
It
rank.
could have taken.
Hmm?
In my opinion, like I wouldn't have taken Rampardos either, but I
Mm.
would have taken neither Throw nor Drapion and taken Toxicroak because of it's a good fighting type. This team need fighting types are really good down
I
here.
mean,
I think Toxicroak would have been better than Drapion and Throw.
I think Drapion, like at least this team needed a solid Dark type because Porygon Z you don't want to reuse your
Yeah.
Ghost check too much.
that's
Like
true.
it can do that,
Yeah,
but you don't want to do it. So Drapion's like I feel like Drapion's fine. I just feel like I don't know. This team took a really
This-
weird turn.
I mean, if it was going to take Toxicroak, it would just need just another dark type.
Yeah, there's not that many good Dark types down there that actually take
Exactly.
hits.
Drapion,
I mean,
Drapion
there's-
is one of the best dark types down here.
There's a Steeple, the greatest one of all time.
Evil with no terrain setter.
Yeah, it's a stakeout is broken. Now,
Yeah,
anything else you want to say to this team?
not really.
Mm.
It's just a team.
It's a team.
It's just mid,
It does. Yeah, it's just like a very mid-tier team.
really mid team.
Yeah. Anyway,
Now,
This
next
is one
one.
of the teams I built my tiering around.
next
for
one
the-
we have Zippy's team, who got bumped up so far by Charlie.
I really liked it. I really liked it.
Ow!
This team's
It's so
ground checks are Selgor and Blossom. That's all it has to check around. I mean, Vaporeon too, never mind. Like it's just a really weird team.
It's Frostlass and a Selgor. What's a Dedenne gonna do?
Yeah.
Dedenne is
It's our
great.
favorite type of.
No.
Dedenne is a great one. It's got Dazzlingly now.
It's still bad.
Just shut up. Even if any is your flying resist, both your flying resist will reach the ground. This team is fucking losing. Oh, this team is so bad.
This team is dead in the water.
It's steel it's normal resist are Mobile and Frostlass.
It had look at the first 3 months. It started off so good
It started
It
very similar to
started
another team.
with so much potential. Nido King, Vaporeon, Incineroar.
And
It
then
looks,
you add,
it looks kind of.
more spice to yourself, but that's not. And then,
Just saying, those first 3 months remind me a lot of Jiggy's team because that has Nidoqueen, Vaporeon, and Incineroar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It
I
doesn't.
just think
to be
that's
fair,
funny.
it doesn't actually It doesn't die to ground because Blossom
No, Blossom
can take.
Blossom
Blossom can take it,
Vaporeon.
and it can just strength that back.
And Vaporeon is also, but like
And Zazu can just get rid of it.
It's so bad.
It's such a bad team at the same
It's
time.
okay. It's very flying weak. It's very flying weak.
How do you,
But a lot of teams are very flying weak.
how do you justify it being first?
Yeah, that's the issue.
It was mostly Nidoking, to be honest.
I'm saying.
Nidoking plus really fast spikes.
Eat some.
Nidoking plus really fast spikes plus glare
Look,
plus,
No,
plus passing
I know
shot from
what,
Incineroar.
I know what you thought when you saw this. You saw the dinner. You saw, yes, I saw the dinner. That thing is the number one. It's the best thing in the world. Put this into number one.
Obviously, look how cute it is. Look how cute that is. It's holding its tail. It's so cute.
It's a fat small Raichu.
It's a little electric potato.
Exactly, that's so
A
cute.
little electric spud.
Even in its shiny, it's definitely a little electric spud. I call that thing Stasher because it's so obsessed with potatoes.
Oh my god. Anyway.
But yeah, its speed is bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. I think this speed is fine.
No, its
No,
speed
I
is
like the
I like
speed.
the speed.
Dedene's not gonna be. Dedene's
I mean,
Dedenne.
ignoring the speed tier.
Dene will be
Ignoring
bought.
the Dene,
It should
the
be
speed
bought.
tier is still fine. The speed tier is just fine.
Speed.
No, the speed tiers are fine.
It needed something better than Dedenne in that.
I mean, yeah, true, but at least it's there.
You're hasting on Dene way too much. It can do stuff. Now that it's got Dazzling Gleam, it can do stuff.
It's gonna be
It's
somber,
not
but
just
still
Deal with
Dedenne.
Dedenne
Still
at the end of the
Dedenne.
day.
Yeah.
I don't
I mean,
like it.
I don't like that this team's breaker is only a Nidoking, and
Now what
how
you're gonna
reliant, how reliant this team is on
Oh
Napoleon
my
distancing.
Guys, I cannot say anything bad about anymore about the Dene. Sorry. I've been threatened, sadly.
But Sarah, fuck you. The Dene is ass.
No, it's amazing. It's the best one on this team.
Yeah, Dragon is like I have Dragon and I mostly used it as a supportive mon.
This team is just weird, honestly.
The team is pretty blank.
its speed is literally only support mons. Like
Yeah. And this is a very simple team. That's all I can say to it.
And I still feel like whatever Charlie was on, we need some.
Yeah, I think he and his housemates have something pretty good he needs to share with the rest of us.
Yeah. Wait.
I really like it. I just really like it. You guys don't like it.
It's not first.
Yeah.
Come on, it's not even top
I
three.
don't know why I don't even know why you're listening to my opinions anyway. I dropped them on the water.
Yeah, but
Okay.
you're also,
Okay,
you're also
okay.
Charlie. You're also,
You are one of the better coaches. You just decided to leave this season. Anyway, can we move? Yeah. Alright,
let's
so
move
up next we go back to good
It's a
teams.
good team. It's a good team. That's all.
Dedenne EXE.
It works. Okay, next.
Yeah, next team.
The Ben Snipers, the Copperacha.
The
Yeah,
Hydra Slayer.
The Hydra Slayer, Serena, Moltres,
Yes.
Galar.
That is a Hydra.
This thing cuts off the heads of the Hydra and they don't grow back.
And it's
I'm fucking losing this team. Holy shit! But what
But-
do we want to say?
anyway, like this team is honestly like, first of all, like, I mean, the one thing that's like really like bad about this team is its speed tiers. It goes from Crobat to a Dracoloak. Comfy does not matter, and then
Whoa.
Moltres, Galar.
Yeah, Comfy doesn't run speed.
But Comfy doesn't run speed.
Comfy just never runs speed.
It's just priority draining kisses.
Yeah, like Comfy does not run
Exactly.
speed at all. Like the only speed it runs at all is like to outspeed maybe some poison type it wants it with sword power. That's about it.
Yeah,
Like
sometimes.
it's not.
If it wants to get a
doesn't
faster
run speed.
A faster aromatherapy, maybe.
Like or a faster calm mind. Like if you want to make sure you can calm mind other than faster than some water bomb. But like you don't run much speed. This thing like runs
Yeah.
not that much speed. So like it
True, no
unspeed
wish-
tier
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
Hideout is very right. This is why one of the reasons I ranked it so low. There's no wish support for Copperacha. For Heracross, which just gets worn down by Hail and Flame Orb. For Moltres. For Aurorus.
I mean,
for all
he
of
has
them. And then
the
Serena and Comfey, which both run Synthesis in Hail.
He
Mhm.
doesn't have to
It
run
just-
the hail. The hail is not a necessity with this team.
But it
I mean,
really,
he just went
it's
with
just-
Chris with a Rose as well.
Yeah.
but Octotop's so good. Octotop
Arctos
wants to be
is
brought a lot
insane.
because it
Arctos
just
is
deals with
insane.
so much.
But, like,
True, true.
And if you're going to be bringing Octotop, you're going to be bringing Hail.
Yeah. You
That's true.
should. If you're not bringing Hail with Arctos, what the hell are you doing? It's not a good one outside of Hail.
Other thing I also dislike about this team is this team has really awful fire resistance in Cargo and Dragloak and Golduck. That's the only fire resist.
The only like other option you have is like Aurora's is a decent, like with the Solvist Aurora's is decent at tanking.
Well, it's got Golduck.
Yeah. And I guess
It is
to be,
only
to be
water
fair, to be fair, would
To be fair, Palosand is there. What fire type is going to want to hit like if Palosand comes in?
Palosand is not that good, especially defensively, and most fires
No,
sit
it's,
that way.
it's the water. It's the water. It's the water thing that ups its defense. It's not fire.
I know that. I'm just saying, Palosand is still there. You can run a
You know.
special defensive
It's not
Palosand.
great.
No, you're not using a
You
panel
can,
that
but it's
switch
not
into a
going-
water type.
Anyway,
I'm not saying you're water
no,
type.
no, fire types. We're talking about fire types.
Oh,
Tyler.
types, fire types.
I mean, I think it's better, like, a fire type check is probably, like, Moltres, because Moltres has such a massive split of stats. Like, a Restock Moltres is probably, like, his best fire check, really.
Yeah.
And that's why if it had Wish, it would be so much better.
Oh, yeah,
true.
for sure.
It's just
True, for sure.
This team would have really liked, like Aromatisse over Comfy or something like that.
Exo, that was a worse joke than I make, and, you know, these guys barely put up with me.
oh
Yeah.
my god.
Now, I do want to say, offensively, this team is hot. This team is really good offensively.
And
I
so,
don't
yeah.
want to switch into this team at all.
Yes, it has some
And
very
I
good
don't
offensive.
say I don't want to switch into this team offensively just because I fucking lose to this team 6-0.
This, like, offensively, this team is
O-
amazing.
Octazol and Heracross on their own can just break.
Okay,
so
also,
many things.
Heracross, Crobat, Copperage, Serena, Arctazol, like, those are so scary offensively. Like, Copperage is really hard
They
to
are
switch
so-
into. Like,
Yeah,
And even get
Copperage
level
is very
most-
scary offensively, but it's very slow.
yeah,
Moltres-
Copper is slow, but, like, it hits so hard.
It hits very hard, yes.
It is very hot. Very good. Very nice team.
I
I'm
like
surprised you
this
guys
team.
put it at 5th, to be honest.
I mean, I think third was too high for it. I feel like there's definitely
I
multiples that
don't
are.
think so. I don't say that just because my team sucks. But it's just genuinely like
Spoilers.
and then Charlie's nice and evens out your 3 to a 5, so it's all fine.
Yeah. I'm just doing the God's work.
Anyway, I don't really have much else to say about this. Oh yeah, another thing, like I do like momentum this team has. Like I do think that's nice that this team can run a good amount of momentum.
Yeah.
Between,
This is also one of the few teams with good hazards options in
yeah,
general.
really good hazard options.
And
solid removal
Carco's
too.
great.
Like Crobat, Comfy, and Serena are good for removal. And then you have Carco, but you don't want to do that really. Let's not kid ourselves. You don't want to run Rapids with
Carco's
Carco.
great. Carco's great, but it just doesn't run things.
Cargo's
It runs
alright.
EBLI.
It's alright. Yeah. I mean, you won't lose with it anyway.
But at least Carco's there to give you spikes, so you don't have to run spikes with Heracross, which is really nice.
Okay, 1 second. Hyder said Arctic Soul can be a trick moon one, and while that may be true, this team's trick moon setter is a comfy.
Yeah, this team is
And
not.
that's it. This team isn't really a trick moon team.
It can run Trick Remote with Comfy, Copper, and Arctozolt, I guess. But,
Yeah, but that's
like,
just bad.
it's really like matchup dependent. If you have just
Serena's
one
Like
match.
Comfey's okay. Comfey is okay as a trick
Yeah, it's
setter
okay.
because it can draining kiss and it can U-turn out. It can slow U-turn
Yeah,
out.
it's still fast, but
It's the only one.
yeah, that's the issue.
Yeah.
It's
But
like more niche matchup thing than
the
a
fact that
real.
it's fast is actually better because it can slow U-turn out and it can draining kiss and it can be faster if it wants to because it can still
Oh,
draining
that-
kiss and Giga
That
Drain.
reminds me, this team doesn't even have a psychic type.
Oh yeah, it doesn't.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
But like it deals with fighting times pretty well between Heracross,
When,
Crobat,
when
and
do we get
Palisand.
when do we get a regional Golduck that's actually got psychic typing?
Oh yes.
oh yeah.
Just pure psychic Golduck just to please everyone.
I'm gonna tell you, Ballistic, draft the ocean. That will save you. Draft the ocean, my guy.
Anyway. We don't have
Do we
much
have
else to say
anything
about
else?
this team, really.
Good team. Good team.
Good team, yeah. Good team. Good effort.
Now next
Very
one.
scary. So
We
next
have
up we
Mike
have some very
Clusterfuck.
smelly dude named Hydra.
The clusterfuck the team.
So
Now I'll tell you so much. This is how you make a clusterfuck work. Because you look at this team and you wonder, how the hell does this work synergy-wise? And the answer is, it just does.
It
Because how
does.
it's switching
The
into
only,
into
the
at
really
all.
only thing I don't like about this team is the Torterra. I really think you should have gotten a different grass, but
I should have gotten Roselia.
like
Honestly, I should have gotten Roselia.
because like
Oh god.
this team.
No, I actually Torterra's fine because
No,
it
no.
adds a lot of defense.
No,
Look at this
issue
team and look
is
at his grass
I
switching.
have no grass resist.
His grass resist is Salazzle.
But
And Drampa.
grass is a lesser.
You got Drampos Sack Zipper.
That's literally
But only
it.
had two. I only had two grass
Most
resists.
teams, you look
Oh,
at their
to be
grass
fair,
resist. and you have
Salazzle can deal
all
with
of them.
grasses. It's four times. It's
Yeah,
four,
like
four times
normally if you
resistant.
look at a
It can
time chart of
switch it.
any team, you see grass resist and you just see like a 5 grass resist or something. Hydra has 2. And then all neutralities. Like he doesn't even have a single weakness. It's just all neutralities and 2 resist. It's really funny.
It's not a big problem, and you can deal with it offensively. So
Yeah, and
Yeah,
lose the
yeah.
fucking arena. That's an issue. 1.6
Oh,
speed.
no.
No lie.
Salazzle can. Does it get 10 headbutt?
Yes.
Okay then. Well, Steelers can take a hit maybe.
I'm fucking dying to
This
death.
team loses to Abomasnow and Serena.
Oh, nice. We got a butt today. Nice. Thank you.
Hey, no, with Serena, you can force it to high jump kick and then just go straight into your Yamask.
Oh. Anyway, what do you guys want to say about
It's
this team?
okay, the thing I do like about this team is it honestly is really scary. Like, it's very hard to switch into. Like, Salazzle, Gardevoir, Bengor, Rockwanid, Drampa, Archeops. Like, it's so hard to switch into. Hazard-wise, also, like, pretty solid, I feel, between Steelix and Torterra, mostly for rocks. So, like, that's one reason I do like Torterra
Yeah,
for the
I don't
grass
really
type.
need anything else for rocks.
And, like, webs are pretty freaking nice with this team, because Bengor and Gardevoir under webs is really scary.
That is beautiful.
Defog is also like its removal is Trampa, Rotom, and Mr. Mime. Okay, you can run it on Archeops, but you're not running it on Archeops. You're not running Defog Archeops. I refuse to believe that.
I refuse to believe that as well.
When do we get an item that suppresses abilities so that we can stick that on Archeops and have it be a
That's
threat?
no, that's not a good idea.
Yo, which you think is
Just run
gonna
magic.
Yeah,
Run
Regigas is
well,
just going
is
to
there-
OU.
Is there a room that presents abilities like Magic Room that does for items? There's got to be one for abilities, right?
No, there isn't.
They're not
There
one.
is not.
There's just
There
an
really should
ability
be one.
for that does it.
There should be one.
That's what Archeops is actually seeing use in VGC because of wheezing, and it's great.
Yeah.
I
not really.
Archeops, I like Archeops. Like, Archeops was needed for this team because of the speed. Like, I like the Archeops pick a lot. I also definitely didn't
Archeops is a
suggest
lot
it
better now.
myself.
Dual wing beat is just.
Also, like,
it's
yeah,
so
it's
hard.
gone insanely better this generation between dual wing beats and heavy duty boots.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, it can
One thing
actually come in and pivot around with U-turn now. Like it's actually Solomon.
One thing I do like about this team, my team,
Yeah, your team.
is what's it called? I kind of made a really weird trick room team in
Yeah.
a sense
You did.
between Gardevoir
Yeah.
being able to
Wait, what your
Trick
settings?
room
This
teleport.
Gardevoir, Mr.
does-
Mime, and
Does
Yamask.
Mime?
Mime,
Does
yeah,
Mr. Mime set? Oh yeah, man set.
It
That's what,
can. And I also get your mask.
And
So,
Gardevoir's not a bad setter.
It's not a bad set at all.
Especially
So
if you run.
it's a really weird trick room team that might work.
I mean, Dramp on the trick room.
I mostly like
sounds
it for
horrifying.
webs. I mostly like it for webs. Like, it's better with webs than trick room.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I like this team, honestly. I just realized it's very hard to switch into. It doesn't just lose to too much other than very specific ones like Walter's Galar.
Arena and Galarian Moltres.
Punchcrow.
But
If you
at
face
the
Hydra
same-
and you
at the
need to
same
beat him,
time,
Punchcrow is
Mystic-
still free. Just saying.
I feel like after 80, speed gaps are kind of slightly less worrisome.
Yeah, like, it doesn't really have any speed issues.
I mean, I kind of wish I had a base 70 money in general.
Yeah, a base 70 would have been nice, but
But
it's
it's
not,
not a
a
must.
terrible place to have a speed
Not-
gap.
yeah.
Yeah.
Place
At that
End of
point,
the world.
you're probably just gonna run Adam and Amonis anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. They're just going to assume they're going to go slower.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
It's not a big of a deal.
Also, it has some solid priority, I feel. Actually, no, it's just Bullet Punch Bengor, but Bullet Punch Bengor is good, so hey.
Now, wait,
Quick
Well-
attack. Quick attack.
Quick attack Archeops, hell
and
yeah.
the Shadow Sneak
Quick.
Gardevoir is going to pull through.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
fake out Salazzle, you know?
For sure, that Hooper is gonna die. No one may have drafted Hooper, but
Also, I just like how this team is a good mix of physical and special breakers between like Gardevoir, Bengoro, or Rockwood, and Salazzle. Like,
Yeah, it's great offense.
like
really
it's
great
really
offense.
scary to switch into. And, like,
this team
really
is a
scary to
clusterfuck
flip
that
through.
works
Yep,
That's
it is a clusterfuck that works.
Also, notice
just-
the bias.
The
Sarah.
you've just got some great mons that I love. Just Salazzle and Pangoro and Drampar. I love them all so much.
Yeah,
I want to see Choice Band Poltergeist EMS.
you
Yeah.
won't. You better bring that against me, Hydra.
Yeah, I'll
better
bring,
bring it
I'll bring
against
that
me.
week one.
Bring that against me.
I will.
Can we also, like I said, Sarah's player ranking bias?
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
Hydra.
So,
Yeah,
I don't
duh.
know how.
It's
I mean,
literally how
I'm
much
sure
he likes people. Of
We
course,
aren't
it's gonna be
the worst
biased.
bias, but you know.
I've been put in number 2. I don't know how. I don't know why. I don't even like myself
Hey.
that much. But thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very
Not
much.
going to be worst
Thank you.
bias yet, but you know.
Anyway, there's not much else to say about this team. It's just really good and really scary.
Yeah. I kind of. I don't like that my Dark Resist at all.
Yeah. Okay. Your dark resist is Bengoro.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
kind
I
of.
mean,
It's,
you
I mean,
just
at least
lose to-
Gardevoir.
You just lose to Moltres.
Bullet Gardevoirs
Yeah,
are a bit
exactly.
fine.
I fucking do that thing. It's actually insane how much I do to it.
Mm-hmm. Have fun.
Sarah, most of them are just because British, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Mhm.
ruining us.
I mean, the short list will be posted after the stream. Anyway, don't worry.
Anyway, next one.
Yep. So up in second we have Nali and his Columbus
No.
Crobat, who just made an insane team.
Very good. team.
Yeah, this is the better version of my team.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
It has the Registeel, it has the Bee, it has the Articuno, and the Virizion. I actually considered taking Electros in my team at one point.
Well, but you didn't, so this team is way better. Anyway, like this team, you just look like I think it's amazing hazards, okay removal. Like its removal could have been better, let's be honest. But most of the
Yeah.
team doesn't care too much.
Okay,
about it.
so we can
It's
let's
rapid.
let's just say why this is already won. This has
Yeah.
Nido B.
Yeah, Nido B.
And not only that,
Nido
it has
B.
registered
Nido
and
B, the
version alone.
season 1 and
Where
season 2
have you seen that
champions.
team before? Where have you seen that team before?
Yeah, season 1 Hydra.
In season 1. Yes, indeed.
Season
Nido-
1, 2, 3, it won all of them.
Yeah, but no, in,
Nido
in
B
season 1
won
Hydra
the first
literally.
3 seasons, I think.
But in season 1 Hydra literally had Nidoqueen, Registeel, Ribombee. Literally Hydra's team.
Nido B and Persian alone.
Oh yeah, Persian Alola too. Yeah, so like 4 of those months were in Hydra's winning season 1 team.
He has my team.
Return of the King.
Return of the King, but the
And
wrong
then a
one.
Jealous instead of an Alamomola. So
The
like, it's
Empire
really
Strikes
good.
Back.
Yeah.
That's better thing. The Empire Strikes Back.
Like this team is really good. Like I think like the one thing I was like again like I think this team would have really loved the Wishpasser.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
Nidoqueen and Registeel,
Yeah,
Electros, those
Registeel
all
would have loved it.
Registeel, Nidoqueen, and Electros all really like Wish support. Really.
Yeah.
Colossal
kind
would
of
have loved it.
inspiring.
Colossal too. Yeah, Colossal too. Like
I do like how this team works really well with Web's offense,
yeah.
especially with this and Articuno.
It also has like a good amount of momentum between Articuno, Electros, B, and Persian.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, Charlie didn't place this team fourth, so we don't have a flush, unfortunately.
Yeah, but that's
That's,
because all of my other rankings were bad, so this one was also bad.
We would have had a nice flush. We would have had 1, 2, 3, 4, and Sarah's fifth.
Yeah.
So
I also want to say beautiful speed tiers.
Yeah,
Beautiful
beautiful.
speed.
yeah, they are
Like, I think
perfect.
the only
They
thing I
are-
have, like I said, all 3 of them are a bit weak, like on the weaker end. Like B, like now without it powers is on the bit of weaker end. Persian is a sport one, and Virizion is not
Yeah.
amazing.
No, I
think
disagree.
The one thing that really brought it down for me was there's not a strong breaker.
Yeah,
Like unless you count
Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen is a
which,
breaker.
yeah.
Nidoqueen is a breaker.
which
No.
it can break with Life Orb, but not like
Nidoqueen is a
can.
breaker, but like it's
It can
definitely
be, but it really does like to run defensive a lot.
Yeah,
I mean, it
and
doesn't
another
have
thing,
to. Not in low tier, it doesn't have to, but still.
another thing I really don't like about this team is it lacks good scarf options in general.
like Articuno Galar is probably its best scarfer. Articuno and
And,
Ribombee.
and even then, it doesn't really want to run scarf.
I mean, it's what.
It's not really that good at it.
Nidoqueen can run it.
Yeah, your best is Nidoqueen and Revision, and you don't really
But
want to
Nidoqueen is
run
honestly
Scarf as much.
Scarf Nidoqueen
Exactly.
like so much power. Like without a life orb, Nidoqueen is not
Yeah.
that strong.
And that's the
Yeah.
same case with Revision. It's so weak.
Mm-hmm.
Like his scarf options are super weak.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the reason I didn't want to put this team first is I mean, if I didn't want to put this team second is because I didn't want to put the other team first.
Oh, I wonder why.
I wonder why. I wonder why.
I wonder why.
Yeah, it's an amazing team, honestly. It has a few
It's-
weaknesses, but it's just really
It's
really good.
really good. It's really good.
That's what
Next one.
Yep. So
Next one.
the last team.
To no one's surprise, it's
Did anyone say rigged league?
Rick.
So
I can't believe you.
So I'm gonna let you guys talk for a bit because I don't really want to talk too much about my own team.
Look at that! Look at that player rank.
Oh,
You know,
God.
it's biased as heck.
Look at how many number 2s there are. How did he become number 1? I don't know how it is.
Hey, you put me number 1.
I did. And that's because this team is so dumb offensively.
It's amazing offensively.
You're not gonna realize it, but somehow Blaziken and Swallow is the only thing this team needs offensively. Because they're so good and they both get momentum, and those destroy everything.
Yep.
Literally everything. And we're not gonna ignore how good this team defensively is, and even has double whistle for Lodget and Togedemaru. And yes, I do call Togedemaru a wish passer because of DL. You're not gonna say
Yeah,
anything.
it actually is not bad as a wish passer.
It's
It is
different.
pretty
Because mostly it likes using wish to keep itself alive, and it's just nice because it also can help its teammates that way too. Really.
I love Togedemaru as well. It's probably one of my favorite electric rodents.
It just looks so happy. So happy.
Such a little.
It's
Him Spike.
hemorrhoid. Wait.
Can we say how it doesn't get spikes though?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's sad.
Honestly, what is that? It's ridiculous.
Mhm.
That's,
At least it gets
okay.
Spike Shield.
One thing I don't like about this team that much is it's kind of reliant on Florges for its both to stay,
Yeah.
because nothing gets reliable recovery besides Florges, and I believe Trevenant actually gets synthesis, but I might be wrong.
No, but
Yeah.
it gets rest.
No? Oh, Doppler gets
pretty sure-
recover.
No,
But it's
Doppler's
Doppler.
the MVP on this team.
Like Trevenant's preferred recoveries rest with natural cure anyway.
True. And
I mean,
also
Weezing
Harvest
has
recovery.
pain split.
Harvest, yeah.
Weezing has pain split is the only other thing.
Also, can we look at these priorities? Like,
They
Oh,
are
God.
they
Yeah.
are
they're there. Excel Rock, Aquajet, kind of scary.
the
Quick
vacuum
attack
wave,
swallow even.
Quick
the
attack,
vacuum wave, the Vega for Togedemaru.
the quick
Does-
attack swallow.
Vacuum waves Blaziken.
Seriously, does Blazer cannot get Sucker Punch? Like,
Oh. Should get Mac
Let's just be
Punch.
happy it doesn't.
yeah.
Why does it not get Mac Punch? It should definitely get Mac Punch.
Oh, please not. I don't want to make this
Oh,
much better.
God.
This
Blazer
small's
will
already
have to
really
be
good.
bad at that point.
Maybe,
Mhm.
maybe.
Yeah.
It's already borderline
Okay,
now. It
the
got
only-
U-turn.
the
Like,
one thing that I don't like is, so they haven't. You have Empoleon and you
Mhm.
have Togedemaru,
yes.
Mhm.
but it's
Oh,
quite
way to grab.
flying weak. It's quite flying weak
I mean,
because if it has any
so?
coverage,
yeah.
I think it is because Lycanroc not taking hits.
Flying
it has
types.
any
Yeah.
ground-
Flying types with
I mean,
ground
that-
coverage.
any
fuck me.
ground or fighting coverage, they're just isolating him.
Yeah, that's true.
But at least want to say that at least his ground type has priority in Saddlebox, so it is going
Yeah.
to destroy those.
Mm-hmm.
It
That's
can,
at least a good
yeah.
thing about it. But the thing I don't really like about this is it seems really sucks at destroying steel types, and because it's
Yeah.
only Blaziken, and
Only
occasionally
Blaziken, Claydol maybe.
Claydol maybe,
Well,
but it has
Lycanroc can Lycanroc can close
Lycanroc
combat
has
now.
close combat now.
Quite
Yeah.
close
Yeah,
combat.
that's true.
Like Lycanroc and Blaziken are like
Trevenant can Earthquake.
killers.
Swellow can Heat Wave. Claydol can Earth Power Earthquake, and Glasslock can Fire Blast.
And most
But
steel.
But it relies on a lot of coverage.
Yeah.
Weezing has
No,
flamethrower
it's
too. Don't forget.
Yeah, yeah.
The thing I have to
It's gotta-
counter
it's
that is
gotta
like there's
Willow them.
it's gonna be a pain
well.
to fight very strong steals, but there's only a few selective those
Hmm.
to
They
begin
would
with.
be very, very
And
defensive.
And you have
steals
one
as
of the
well.
ones on your team.
Yeah.
Like,
You are going to
so-
lose their wedges to the body.
Yeah, Register will have fun with this team.
Register will destroy your team as it
Hey,
destroyed last
hey,
season.
Specs Blaziken
It gets
will come
it
through
gets
for me.
one. No, oh god, it gets
Oh.
like Amnesia and Iron Defense.
Yeah. Okay, if it was like that, but like,
I mean, who
And then
does?
rest.
Who the hell does that?
Don't actually run any attacking moves. Just Amnesia, Iron Defense, Rest Talk.
so wait, how the hell would that even beat me? Like,
It wouldn't. It would just be. It would be
Yeah.
so bad.
Yeah, it needs
would
to be
just annoy
Amnesia,
everything.
Iron
Like, and the
Defense,
thing is,
Body
like, they
Press,
cannot
and even
easily
that.
run mono body press either because I have Wheezing and Trevenant. Like, Wheezing can easily just haze away whatever boosts it gets. It can get up a Will-O-Wisp off of it.
Yeah.
Like, it's,
Rocky Helmet, yeah.
it can just completely destroy me.
Yes,
Yeah.
Rocky.
Although, to be fair, if it's gonna run Rest, it can run.
Like, it's
For
annoying
for
to
this,
kill, but
it
like,
can run the.
like,
What's it called?
Registeel's annoying still for me to
Chestos.
kill, but I don't really believe it's sweeps me, honestly.
Masters
Yeah,
is
no,
saying
it won't
literally-
sweep you. It'll just be annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Ben Masters is giving you the Nathan special. Focus energy crit item.
With Blaze Kick. Hell yeah.
Basically, the tech.
Or just run Fire Blast with specs. That's gonna roast
Like a
Registeel
normal
too.
fucking beam.
Anyway, you have
Good
anything
team.
else to say about my team?
This is great.
Hey, I said this the
I think
first
that
thing I
was it,
said.
honestly. It was
I
just-
mean, if Hydra was
the-
first,
yeah.
you would have just said Tyrant. So
True.
it's not.
True.
That kind of sucks, though. I
But
heard.
this is a good team. This is a good team.
Yeah.
I like the hazards. This is good.
Good hazards. Like nobody can complain about my hazards or my removal, really.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think
just,
that was why I put. That was why I put Zippy at first. I probably would have put it second or third, but I just didn't want to put it on first.
Damn. Damn.
Because
I'll take
it's
that.
literally
I took first anyway.
couldn't put either of you first.
So first,
First
based
anyway.
on averages.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Alright. Anyway, that's all the
Let's
teams.
have our
then.
nice table of who is where. Our nice finalization.
Yeah, here you like just nice overview of all the teams for anyone who missed anything earlier. This will also be posted later on. The stream itself will also get uploaded to YouTube, so you can rewatch everything, timestamped even.
May I ask you guys something?
Yep, go for it.
Personally, what are you guys' favorite team? What is your guys' favorite team?
In the whole thing.
Yeah, just in general, not for any competitive reason, just in general.
Probably one of the Lazo
Is
teams.
it
Just
because
Lazo.
I'm really excited about ballistic and
I think
how he'll
Ballistic's team is really interesting. I'm really curious to see how Arctozolt will perform on that team.
I'm really curious about how he'll abuse Galarian Moltres versus me. And I'm also really interested in how Pog is gonna play his team.
Yeah, I think the team I'm most interested in seeing playing is like Balki's team because like it's so interesting. Like it's such a
It's really offensive.
It's such an offensive, but like not complete. Like it still has a defensive backbone with like the Gastrodon.
I mean, it's mostly just pivots.
Yeah, it's
I
just
am
interesting.
hoping that this season I can go back. Like last season was my special season. I actually did okay.
Yeah,
and
just hacks.
threw at the last minute.
Hacks.
And then
You hacked everyone.
And threw at the last minute. I did make playoffs, but for this season, I'm hoping to go back to my nice casual. I'll stay at 0 points, zero
Damn.
differential.
Damn.
That's my.
I
That's,
just want to win a
that's my
few
meme.
games.
I'm the measuring stick. I just like sitting at 0 differential. And,
Okay.
Honestly, it's actually so satisfying being at 0 differential.
Yeah.
If you're
Too bad you're not gonna
So
see that too
successful.
much, Charlie, because your team is just gonna tank as mono water. All people
Yeah.
people have such an easy
Okay,
time.
I want to see
You're
this
making
team.
people's
My
prep
plan-
so
If
easy.
I can. I really want to try and get playoffs. That is just my plan. If I can get playoffs on it,
Sneak into playoffs.
That will
I want to try.
100%.
I'm gonna try.
That will
because it's
100%
for-
be on track.
For a mono water team, it's very balanced,
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
which I do like.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If I hadn't got Lapras, I would have been able to get Cloyster though. Is the only thing, and Cloyster would have made it so much better. But I had to get Lapras, so
Who keeps hitting their
Jesus
mic?
Christ, Andrew.
That's me.
Just-
Sorry.
Don't
I
need it.
need to get a replacement headset soon, TM.
Yeah.
Because it's also making it difficult to want to stream when my mic's gonna do this.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, go follow my stream, guys.
Shut up. Hey.
I'm memeing, okay? Give me my meme.
Yeah.
Let me meme.
I think that's about it. Don't really have much else to say.
I think so.
We hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed our awful opinions and our good opinions and everything in between.
Very awful opinions.
I hope
Awful
you guys
opinions.
enjoyed Charlie's and Andrew's very special opinions.
Yep, very unique
Awful.
opinions of
My
us.
very
awful
special
opinions.
opinions were not that bad.
No, mine were terrible.
Charlie
But
made
it's-
mine look. Charlie made me look a lot less special, which was. I did have a.
Yeah. Normally Andrew's our outlier here. We bring him to make him defend his bad picks.
Mhm.
But now
Mine-
Charlie's
I have,
not
no,
bad.
I have good,
you say
I have
that.
good opinions when it's not ranking teams. I'm not good at like.
You say.
I'm not
you say
good at officially ranking teams.
Mm-hmm.
I
will
have good
normally
opinions.
have my
Sometimes.
odd outliers, and can we say that at least I didn't underrank Alec this time? Because last time.
Then you,
No,
put,
instead it
then
was-
you put one of the top teams at 12.
Yep.
Yeah. And that wasn't last time either. That was the time before. Last time I was actually quite on the ball. But that was that like last time I wasn't. My opinions weren't that far off of everybody else's, to be honest. But then there was my really bad outlier season, the one before. So my outlooks aren't, my opinions aren't too bad. Okay, it's just I have a few special opinions here and there.
You are
Usually-
very special, kid.
Kid, I'm the old man of the server. Give me a break.
You are.
You're not you do know that now is like 29 or something, right?
Okay,
Hello.
I'm not the entire.
You're
old
not
man.
the old man. You're just the dad of the server because you're
Yeah.
like I think you're the oldest with a kid in the server, except
Yeah.
maybe Jake. Not just Jake, but Lord Z. But like he's
Mhm.
not very active in the server anyway.
E.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Our bad
ego,
opinions.
No. Ego in the chat.
I just want to say, if I win again, this league is rigged.
Yeah, guys,
no.
we need a newcomer to become the champion. Okay, we can't just
We
have
need a
another
newcomer.
repeat champion.
We need a
Except-
newcomer.
No,
Except
let's
except
have
it's
me
Except
somehow
if
be
it's
the
me.
champion this
Except if
season.
it's me.
Next time, I want you to win this season for me, okay? Do you understand this? You need to win EXO.
EXO, yeah.
You need to win.
Honestly, I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna next season I'm gonna have another new team name. I've got a really fun one in mind, and I'm gonna win.
This man
right?
changes team names
Is it
almost as much as
gonna be
income.
called special class?
Hey, I keep my team names most of the time for at least 2 seasons. All right?
Mhm. Almost as much as incog, I said.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Anyway,
to be fair, I've had a team name in like thinking about that I still haven't made a logo for, which I really need to.
I'm
And it's going to
considering-
involve Lapras,
I'm
and it's
considering.
got to involve.
There is one I'm considering, which is because I'm the Senate in the server. You know, I'm
Mhm.
considering Dark Side Decidui.
oh no.
God.
Now, we're just rambling now, guys. Should we just...
yeah. We're
Yeah.
just gonna leave it at that.
We're gonna
Leave it
it.
at that. With
See you
me
guys.
making an awful thing.
Yeah.
Just end it
We are
right
dragging
here.
this down the